recap of last game, then we'll jump back into it.
So, boom, boom, boom. Let's expand my handy notebook. So we finish off the Drider at the beginning of the last session, and then we continue to explore the caves that we had found, hoping to find a passageway that might lead us further south. It was while doing that, a friend of Garo, who goes by the name Uken, found us, and he gave us basically a sit rep of the 4 different Null clans that are currently allied with the cultists, and the plans of the clan wanting to get their leadership replaced with the help of us, so that way, because they're not a fan of the Alliance, and that they'd be willing to support us. We ended up following him to a little hidey hole. We rested, we leveled up, we came up with a game plan where we're going to basically have him try to get as many I'll just call them the loyalists out of the camp, the people that don't want to be allied to the cultists, to get them out of the camp and leave the door open for us, so that way we can go in and kill off the local leadership that is forcing them to be allies. And we started fighting, and then Lazarus did Lazarus things. And there we go.
Alright, the other retcon is that the Long Spear had been destroyed. That was the clan you basically allied with last time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
so that village isn't destroyed.
the village is destroyed. The spy and the Long Spear village were killed by the cultists because of their... Apparently, someone figured out they teamed up with you and they were all murdered.
Nice.
So I want to start with Cavarius or Cav.
Cav.
Cav. What would you look like to Arnis?
A Minotaur. I don't know if he's ever seen one before, but large, bulking guy, black fur, black skin, but scars, no armor. Probably looking a little pissed off right now because he's tied up. But yeah, just kind of looks like a rough, first impression, big rough guy.
All right. So you would, Arnis, as you jump the fence, you would see Cav, or you don't know his name, but you would see this Minotaur on the ground, tied up. He seems pissed off, and he's kind of trying to shake himself free. What would you look like to him?
I would be an average size male, wearing black baggy leg yoga pants, black boots with an orange sash around his waist, and just a black shirt, 2 short swords tucked in his belt, and nothing in his hand at all.
And probably covered with a bunch of blood.
Was I wounded? Yeah, I did get hit.
Oh, I more meant their blood. Yeah, no, you're not bleeding, but you like beat the crap out of a bunch of them, so you're probably a little bit,
Hands are a little bloody, and I've got some dings too because I'm down some points. So
yeah. Question: when you guys highlight your tokens, do you see a bunch of macros at the top of the screen?
Let me see.
See an infamous
Yes! Oh
Alright,
my
good.
god!
So you can use those buttons if your macros are set up correct to do your attacks without having to open your sheet. Or roll int or see your spells. That was like a quality of life thing I grabbed. So, it should make it easier to do some of that stuff.
we'll move things to roll 20. By the way.
There's a couple of
I haven't
things. There's a couple of things, but you don't have to move
It's
it all.
It's not that I don't pay attention. I just didn't pay attention, so I'll do it this week.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back into it.
Can I ask 2 clarifying questions, Lou?
Mhm.
One, would I have my usual light source out at this point, and can I drag that on? And then number 2, over the long rest, can we say I attune to the Staff of Charming?
Yes.
You can see.
Yeah, those are both fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
I
Just
say
wanted
you were
to-
already tuned because you tried to charm the
Oh.
Drider, I think, but they had advantage on their saves, so you weren't able to.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
And you have night vision anyway, too.
Oh, sweet, even better.
Wait, why does he have night vision?
No,
Because I tapped him with it.
but wasn't that only an hour?
That was before the long rest, though, so it probably
Yeah.
would have expired.
Oh, I did it again, too. I took a key point away from me.
Oh, well.
All
Assuming,
right.
assuming it was there.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
you can.
still.
Yeah, you can have a light source out anyway. It's up to you, Nathaniel.
Yeah.
I can
I'll
give
take
you
it
some
either way. Yeah.
dark vision.
I will pull out my torch representing my light stone. But ooh, that's
Yeah, things are getting a little squirrely in Knoll Town.
there's lots of people here.
It just, as soon as it
Yes.
happens, it just makes me laugh because it's like, Fitz is like, all right, I'm covered in the shadows. I'm invisible. Boop.
Alright, where's Deska?
So,
I'm right here.
for clarification as well, Nathaniel, I took the when I leveled up, I took the Gloomstalker as a hunter, as a ranger, and so whenever I'm in darkness, I'm basically invisible to things that are dark vision. So I've been trying to keep myself away from light sources.
Ah, sweet. So good thing I pulled out my light.
Yeah, so I'll just run away from you, so don't take it personal. I'll just be like, Nathaniel,
Fitz is
why?
like,
And then,
what
Oh,
the?
you and the same thing I always do is you running to the back like you always do, pansy.
yeah, to find
What?
you who's already there, who hasn't moved.
Oh,
Alright.
it's good for him to be back.
So
I
Deska,
agree with Nathaniel.
Yes.
we'll start with you as it is your turn. What do you want to
All right. We have to deal with the Lazarus situation. So, what I will do is bonus action, coat an arrow with poison,
do? Yep.
and then I will spend an inspiration and get advantage on this attack. And considering if this is I would say this is a clear shot, I will take the shot
what
on
type
the
of bow are you using?
long.
Okay, so yeah, that should be a clear shot as far as I can see. There's no cover.
Okay, let me try to use this new button. Okay, never used the new button.
All right, so 8 would not, or 10 with the advantage, would not be enough. You said you were shooting at this guy, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the arrow flies through the air, but unfortunately your aim was a little off, and it just sort of hits the tent over here. He turns around trying to look for the source of the shot.
Well, it's too bad for him because, well, actually, well, I'm not moving, so that's it.
All right.
Last dice.
Should I
That's
roll
fine.
initiative, Luke?
Oh, yes. Sorry, I forgot.
No worries.
If you click your token, you should see your initiative button out there. You don't have to open your sheet.
Well,
Do you want me to roll in too?
Yes. Sorry, you should probably roll in as well, even if you are tied up.
Oh, good.
two polar opposite. Me at the bottom, him near the top.
All right,
20.
let me reorder that. So actually, Cav, you would be next. What do you want to do?
If I see this human hop over the fence and it's not a knoll, just start struggling against the restraints and tell him to untie me.
All right.
mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I can do.
All right. So yeah, this Minotaur is kind of moving back and forth, growling, trying to get his hands free, and says, "Untie me."
Whoa, buddy.
Anything else you want to do? I guess give me a strength check. Let's see if you can actually pull your hands free, though it's very unlikely.
Just a strength check.
Yeah, it'd probably just be strength, and since I would say it would actually be a disadvantage because your hands are kind of behind your back. Or dex. I'll say either strength or dex if you're trying to slip out with dexterity or just use raw strength to get out.
Well, what's
Ooh.
saving throw?
So no, you're struggling, but unfortunately, you're just unable to get free.
Yeah.
So, Fitzgerald, to a different part of the battlefield. What are you doing?
Well, Nathaniel abruptly pulls out a torch, being like, "Hey, how can you see over here? Ha ha!" And I am going to. So I still have this guy marked, but he's currently has full cover.
He has heavy cover. You could actually still target him.
Heavy cover. Okay.
He has plus 4 to
A
his AC
million.
right now.
I am no longer invisible, so I don't have advantage. So
Sorry
I
about that.
think. Oh no, you're good, buddy. Don't worry. You literally had no way of knowing. So, let me see what I'm gonna do here real quick. A part of me wants to just go over to Nathaniel and just like take it, put his torch out for him. But
I
no,
mean, honestly,
I'm
you
going
could. I'd be fine with that.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, seeing how Lazarus is in dire situation, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna steady aim, and I'm still gonna take a shot at the one right there that I've already been kind of tracking / hunting.
All right. So you look for an opening, doing steady aim to gain advantage. So you attempt to line up the shot.
Toggle. Make that change. So advantage, short bow, boop. 15 is probably not gonna do it.
Actually, double check his AC.
Spooky.
No, that you usually would hit, but unfortunately, 15 is not enough with the cover, and the arrow would strike the tent here. He growls.
And that is me, I believe.
All right, Arnis.
Oh, buddy, what are you here for?
I was captured. Get me out. I'll help you.
Are you fighting cultists or are you fighting gnolls in general?
Right now, the gnolls.
Okay, well, here's the deal. No killing gnolls. They won't let me kill gnolls. You don't get to kill gnolls. So I cut one. I cut his hands free and I leave a dagger.
All right, so cutting him free would be your action. So yeah, I'll say you quickly draw your dagger and cut at the ropes, and in these 6 seconds while you're talking to him, you are able to undo his binds, so you are no longer restrained. You think you saw your stuff in the tent nearby. But
Okay.
anything else, Arnis, because you still have your move and bonus action and such.
Is there anybody in these tents?
Doesn't seem like it. Just this guy tied up here.
And there's no fire source. There's no like torches or anything like that.
Sure. I'll say there's a torch in one of the tents.
Okay. Is it lit?
Yes, it's kind of lighting up the area.
I'm gonna light these tents on fire and jump over the wall.
All right, so you can't actually grab the torch yet, so you're gonna have to wait on that. You can jump the wall. You still have your move, but you already used your item interaction and your action because you've been cutting.
Yeah, so I'm
free.
gonna jump the wall.
All
I'm
right,
gonna jump the wall,
so you
and
jump.
I'm gonna stay there.
All right, so you jump over the wall. This guy would see you because I don't think you're hidden anymore. But it's not his turn yet. The hunter goes. All right, so he snarls and is kind of looking south towards Fitzgerald, who he can see now. But he also sees Lazarus stiffen up. So what's he gonna do? I'll roll for it. Who's he gonna go for? He's gonna go for Fitzgerald. So he leans out and takes a shot at you using his longbow. So he makes 2 shots. 12, I believe, would miss you. But 23 versus AC may have got you.
You think, Lou? You think?
Alright, so with no reactions used, you are struck for 7 piercing, and your speed is reduced by 10 until the end of the Gnoll's next turn. Also, I need a concentration. Ooh, alright, so unfortunately you would lose your mark, as the shot would disrupt your concentration on the spell. That's it for the hunter. The shaman goes. He yells something in Gnollish. Firstly. Then, what's he gonna do? He is going to... Oh, he's already concentrating on Bless, that's right. He's going to begin chanting. Looks like he's casting some sort of spell. So he heals this guy for 4 points with his bonus action. And then he is going to Sacred Flame at Arnis. So a bolt of radiant energy comes flying towards you, Arnis. I need a dex save.
I think it's more than that now, though. Hold on, I have to level up. Let me check.
It should be D20 plus your dex plus your proficiency.
Yeah, so it's evasion.
Oh, with evasion, I believe that just means that if you make the saving throw, you don't take half damage, I think.
Yeah, if you make the save, you take no damage, and if you fail, you take half.
Yeah, but with this spell, it's all or nothing anyway, so that doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Alright, so you would just make it, barely avoiding the bolt of fire as it flies at you, burning the ground behind you. This guy curses, once again yelling something in Gnollish, and he is going to 15, 20, 25, 30 move over here. Alright, that's it for him. The Zealot goes. He looks at your paralyzed ally, looks at the soldiers and yells something at them. He is then going to... What was the spell effect here? Is that spiritual weapon? Okay.
Yeah.
So he is going to come down this way.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately, I think that's as much as he can move. Let me double check that. Yeah. So he brings his shield to bear, moving towards Fitzgerald. Oh, he doesn't have a bow. No. So he is going to move again, engaging the two of you. And that's it for him. The Gnolls
I'm going to take my movement, if I may.
Alright, so as a reaction, when he ends his turn there, you get to move. Go ahead. Spend your...
You said it's my maximum movement is reduced by half?
It's reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you could move 20 or 30, you would be down to 20 right now.
So it allows me to move 15 feet whenever this happens. Does it impact that as well, or just total movement?
Does the ability allow you to move half your movement, or does it specifically call out 15 feet?
Let me...
Half, I think. But...
Survivalist? No. Skirmisher. You can move up to half your speed. So,
right, so
my my speed is...
Yeah, so it'd be 10 feet right now.
Okay, so then I'm going to move in this direction. Okay, and that's me.
Alright. I think the second one you'd have to end here, because the two diagonals would be 15.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. No,
But,
thank you.
yeah, no worries. So the Gnolls go. So this one over here is going to continue to flee. Maybe cower back here. This one's asleep. This one's asleep. This guy is chasing Batman. He's gonna come over here as he saw you go inside the fort. He's kind of looking in. He sees Cav still tied up. Doesn't see Arnis, so he's gonna come. Well, he's gonna take a shot at Fitz with cover because he wants to do something. He's gonna move back first just in case Arnis comes out trying to kill him. Alright, so he takes a longbow shot. 14 would definitely miss with cover as Arnis or Fitzgerald sort of moves to the side, avoiding the arrow. This guy, what's he gonna do? And he's gonna follow orders. So he drops his bow, drawing his, I think it's a spear. And he is going to move in on Laz, stabbing at him. So he makes a two-handed spear attack. 20 versus AC, I think, would just hit him, right?
Yes. I think. I don't know.
That's what I have here. Oh, but wait. I think he is concentrating on his armor spell, right?
Yeah, Shield of Faith.
Okay, so in that case, that would not be enough, and he would stab the paralyzed Lazarus, but the spear would just get stuck in his armor. This guy here is also going to drop his bow and rush at Lazarus. He is going to stab at him as well with a two-handed spear attack. Oh, once again, 20. So, yeah, once again, he would stab his spear at Lazarus, but Lazarus's very high armor protects him. This guy will then run up and attempt to do the same. One of these days, I'll get a hit. Huh! Oh, I think that, yeah, 23 would be enough, I believe. So Lazarus is stabbed for 6, and that auto crits, doing another d8 to him. Another 7, so 13 points of damage. Oh. Which actually, I think, would put him below half, so he looks like he is bleeding now. This guy over here is going to come over here towards Laz. He can't make it, so he's going to take a shot at Fitz. 18 versus AC with cover, that would, I think, still hit you. Unless you got anything,
I'm a 15,
Fitz.
so whatever cover gives me.
That'd be, you have light cover, so it'd be +2, so you'd be at 17 right now.
Yeah,
so you are struck in the, I'll say it grazes your shoulder, and you take 3 points of damage. Suddenly an arrow comes in from this way, and you're like, ah. This one over here, I think someone yelled for him to surrender, right?
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea.
I seem to remember someone saying something to him. So I'm gonna say he's gonna back off for now, because he's badly wounded anyway. So he rushes back this way and does dodge action. Lazarus, for his turn, is paralyzed, so he can't do anything. But let me check that spell, because I think at the end of the turn he does get another saving throw, right?
I think so.
Alright, so let's do that. So that is a wisdom save. Which he's supposed to be good at. 15 would actually be enough, and he is free of the paralyze. He's also very angry. But that is the end of his turn. So, Nathaniel, what are you going to do?
These are all bad guys around us, I'm assuming. And then the Goblin Null Shadow Weaver was the one who paralyzed Fitz.
Yeah, the plan was to try to kill the leadership while trying to kill as few gnolls as possible. So that's why, like, they've been trying to do subdual damage to the soldiers while damaging the like the shaman and the cultist and the zealot. Like this guy right here is one of the leadership. He's basically like a paladin Knoll, but for Yeenagu.
Is this guy considered leadership, and how badly damaged is he?
Which guy? Oh, yeah, he's no, wait, no, that's the archer. I mean, he's one of their more specialized troops, but he technically wouldn't be part of the leadership.
Well, here's what I'm going to do, and we'll see if this works. I'm going to yell at the Knoll Shadow Weaver. You're just using these Knolls. Show your true self. And so I'm saying this hopefully in a way that all the Knolls can hear me as well. And as I'm doing that, that is my bonus action of unsettling words against him.
Alright, go ahead and link it.
Sweet.
Alright, so that's that's minus D8 to the next save, right?
Yeah, minus D8 to the next save.
Okay.
And then he is getting enemies abound on him. Your favorite spell.
Alright, go ahead and link
Yep.
that. That's an int save.
We'll link the full text as well.
Alright, so you yell some confusing magical words. He will try to resist.
Yep. DC 15, -8.
Alright, where's my saves? Int save. Oh, he rolled a natural 20. However, that would be 21 minus 8, which would be 13. So I think
Yeah.
he would still fail.
Let's go.
It's sweet, even with the crit he fails.
Yeah, there's no such thing as natural 20s with saves anymore for 5th edition. Alright,
Love it. Love it.
so he is affected by enemies abound.
So
And you are concentrating, right?
yeah, I will mark myself as concentrating here in a moment. And then that's action, bonus action, movement. I don't want to give the dude next to me an oppie. So that I think that'll do it for me.
Alright, so the Shadow Weaver is next.
Good turn. Good turn.
And you guys would all know that guy now, don't attack him. Because well, you'll see it. He has to pick an enemy at random from people next to him or near.
Alright.
If you read, we looked at it last time, it must choose a target at random among the creatures it can see within range of an attack, spell, or other abilities it was using.
Yeah, alright, so let's see. So he is going to look around a bit confused. And he will. He's definitely worried about Lazarus. So I think he's gonna disengage for now. Yelling something in Knoll, and come back to here. And he is going to.
I have a question about that spell and how it interacts with Twilight Sanctuary. Well, no, he could. I don't know how that would work.
So he's going to choose this guy, but he has to choose a target at random. How many targets are around him? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll roll D8. He chooses this guy. So he's going to cast Cure or Healing Word. And this guy gains 2, but unfortunately he didn't have any damage, so that was useless. Deska, top of the round.
Okay. Okay.
Just not to nitpick there, Lou, but would he cast healing words on somebody he perceives as an enemy?
So it says whenever the creature chooses another creature as a target, it has to choose the target at random.
But earlier in the spell, it says the target loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures it can see as
Yeah.
enemies until the spell ends.
Yeah.
So it picks the target as at random, but it is perceived as an enemy target.
That was gonna be my question for the aura, but I don't know how that works.
Sure. This spell is always a pain in the ass.
Sorry.
Sure, he healed his friend then. That's fine. So he gives him 2 hit points. Yeah, Deska, what do you want to do?
Okay. Deska will. Oh, I have to. Almost forgot. I have to go grab it. Deska will drop. I'll find the drop token. She'll drop her bow and pull out her returning dagger.
Yeah.
She will then bonus action coat it in some sticky poison, and she will attack the guy in front of Nathaniel.
Alright, who does look like he's getting ready to attack Nathaniel. So go
Yes,
ahead and
I
give me-
figured as much.
Good.
Now I'm using Beyond Further to roll because I don't have returning dagger set up on my sheet yet.
Okay. So
I don't have advantage.
no, 18 would strike. Well, actually, double check that. Sorry. Why is it displaying his AC so low? That's weird. All right, 18 would just hit. So
Whew.
go ahead and do
Okay.
damage.
All right. Goodness.
8 piercing and 8 sneak attack.
And he needs a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. So the dagger strikes him and he stumbles back a bit, now looking towards Deska. And he also looks a bit wounded. And you said a con
DC.
save?
Yep.
Okay, let's try that out. Oh, he would roll poorly and fail his con save.
Then that is 2d8 more damage. And he is poisoned.
Nice.
Alright, so go ahead and roll the damage.
Right there.
7 points.
And I still have movement actually, so I will move here behind this guy.
So
And
you
in my
rush
turn.
back, ending behind the sleeping guy. Cav, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stand up
Alright, so you are
and
untied, you stand up, and yeah, you do see a bunch of your things nearby, most notably your weapon.
I'll grab that. How tall is this fence?
The fence is about 5 feet. So as you stand up, this guy yells, the prisoner is free, careful. And you said what type of weapon did you have?
A great axe.
Okay. So whenever you pick up a two-handed melee weapon, if you go to the token markings, go to the very bottom, there's 3 crossed swords. If you press 2 while hovering over it, you'll put this mark on you, which means you have a two-handed weapon in your hand.
Okay. Perfect.
So, alright, so you are standing there with your great axe. What do you want to do?
Half movement to stand up.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to use the rest of my movement to get over the fence.
So there is a gate here. You could.
Is there?
Yeah. So if you want to, this could be just a 5-foot move to go forward.
Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll move through the gate,
Yeah.
seeing the one who announced my freedom. I'm going to just bellow at him in rage. And with instinctive pounce, I can move 20 feet. And then I'm going to attack him with my great axe.
Alright, so you rush over. What's instinctive pounce?
So it is.
Or if you want, if you want to link it in the chat. Oh, okay, interesting. As part of your.
It's pretty cool.
So as you rage, you can move a bit. Alright, so you rush over to him with an extra burst of speed and strike. He is definitely surprised as you seemingly just came out of nowhere. Ooh, 24, yeah, that would definitely hit for 12 points. Oh, he stumbles backward, looking
then,
very much
then
wounded.
my second attack.
This guy yells, "Oh gods, he's free!" 16 would strike once again for 13. Do you want a subdual or killing blow?
I'll knock him out since Arnis told me to
So,
not kill anyone.
as you're about to cut him down, you remember Arnis's words, and you just like spin your axe around and slam the hilt into his face, knocking several teeth out and putting him unconscious. Ugh. Instead of just cutting him in half. Anything else, Cavarius?
That will be it.
All right, Fitzgerald.
Alrighty, I think I don't like being this exposed, and I see that all of a sudden a Minotaur just came out of nowhere and is. I don't have any experience with Minotaurs, so I don't know if it's attacking the gnolls because it's an enemy or because it's just a fucking Minotaur and a wild beast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move this way. I lost my hunter's mark, didn't I?
Yes.
Fuck me. I am worried about Nathaniel. I'm worried about everybody. Everybody's just all over the place. I don't know where Arnis is at the moment. I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stop there right there. And then Lazarus is having the time of his life. He's at least not paralyzed anymore, so he's back up. So I'm going to turn...
For Herodias!
Yep, that's just... Yep, just... hear that going on in the background.
That tracks.
And then I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna just pop a shot at this guy who's threatening Nathaniel right now.
All right.
I can't steady aim because I moved, so just go for it. Oh!
Ooh!
All right. So yeah,
Let's go.
distracted by Nathaniel, you managed to get a critical shot for 5, 7, 10, 12, 21 damage. Oh. And he seems very beat up. But
And
he's
that's me, I
still
guess.
up. Alright, so you end your turn. Next it would be Arnis. You there, Arnis? You muted? Do we lose Arnis?
He is muted, so I don't know.
I am muted.
Oh,
I'm
now we hear you.
Line of sight, looking east. Can they see me? Or are these tents obscuring vision?
They're giving you cover, but since you're not stealth, they can all see you. Because you're moving around within the 5-foot square.
So the yellow is a torch. What's the purple strike?
What's the what?
A circle? What is that?
That is his aura, which is giving temp HP to his allies.
Golden circles.
And if it works like mine does, it should be dim light.
Yes, it is similar. So yeah, it would be like dim light.
Hey, this is good news. He's exactly 45 feet. I'm going to stand on the torch, and we're going to attack. So I think I figured it out. So we're going to roll here. I think I've got it set up so that when I strike Lou, I don't have to do a whole bunch of rolls.
Yeah, and I set up a key point button for you, so when you click it, it should automatically minus and track your key points. If you look at the top of the screen there. When you have your token highlighted, it should give you a bunch of macros.
Yep, I see it. Yep, key point. Yep, perfect. Yeah, sweet. All right, so I think I've got the wrap set up. They're still in beyond 20, unfortunately. So we're good.
That's fine. So you rush up to him, and what are you doing? Attacking. All right, you keep cutting in and out for me. Let me see if I can boost your volume a bit.
I was having a hard time too, so I'm not sure if that's your end.
Let me, if anything, nothing else, I'll turn up the volume a bit. All right, I'll try 150.
You are blessed, but I don't think blessed is gonna save that one.
Yeah, so you go and attack. 8 versus AC probably is not going to be enough, and you would put his shield in the way, blocking your punch. As a bunch of radiant energy disperses. All right, second attack. Oh, oof. All right, so once again, you punch, but he moves the shield, and another poof of radiant energy burns the shield, but no damage to him.
Hold on here. Now I'm getting really annoyed. Last week I was kicking everybody's ass. This week I can't do anything.
Hey man, it'd be like the.
So you still have your bonus action?
Yeah, I know. Fury of blows, or I'm just gonna jet out of here.
All right. Did you say you were using Flurry of Blows?
Decided yet? No, I'm not. I'm gonna.
Right.
Am I in shadow? Right? No, I'm sitting on top of a torch. Damn it! Yeah, Fury of blows.
All right. So you spend a key point, moving with incredible speed. Go ahead and use the key point button and give me your other 2 attacks. All right. So 16.
That's actually a 17. Yeah.
Oh. 17 would indeed hit as you punch really hard into the shield, and his arm feels the force doing damage. Go ahead and give me a damage roll.
Now let's see if that came out right. Oh, it did. Son of a bitch.
Alright, so it does 2d6. You might want to set it so it does the radiant damage separate, just in case you're fighting something that is resistant or vulnerable to radiant damage, because right now it's just combining them. But that would deal 12 damage to him as he stumbles back, and I think he has to make a concentration save.
Also gets a save against enemies abound.
Oh, yeah, and the enemies abound. So, save first for the concentration, which would be con. Oh, he rolls a 3 and his spell goes away. So the blessed guys are no longer blessed. Which makes him sad. Was this guy. Who was the third? Was it himself? This one, there was another blessed guy. Alright. Well, anyway, yeah, and now he gets an intelligence save, right? Against the enemies abound.
Yep.
Alright. Unfortunately, I don't think he knew that this guy was enemies abounded, because he was kind of hiding.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to say anything, because I was like, he didn't realize it necessarily.
So he rolls a 9 and would fail. So he is still enemies abounded.
Technically, he would get 2 since he got hit twice.
Alright, well, give me the, alright, it's another 8 damage, sorry. Which would wound him.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, it would not, because I forgot his temp HP. So he doesn't actually take anything from that second hit. Alright, so is that it? Yeah, I gotta give him that second save. Was that it for you, Arnis? Are you doing anything else?
It is. I'm gonna hold my reaction. I'm good.
No, he did make his. He's still enemies abounded.
Sweet.
The hunter goes. he's gonna spin around towards Arnis and yell at you in Nolish, firing 2 shots. Oh, crit on the first one. That's...
And I say, screw you, dude, and I deflect the missile with my reaction.
Alright, so go ahead and mark yourself as using your reaction, and give me a roll to see how much damage you deflect.
D10 plus 10.
So that would be 12 points of damage, which would actually be enough to deflect all the damage because he didn't roll very high. So
Then I'm going to use a second key point, and I'm going to throw it right
Alright.
back at him.
So mark yourself as using the reaction and then spend the key point.
Deflect missiles. That hit? 15?
So mark yourself as using the reaction first, and press the key point button again on the top. But 14 would indeed hit, as the arrow kind of stops in your fingers and you throw it back. The force of the key point sending it at full speed.
Use them for the reaction button again, Lynn.
So the mark for it is it's this one. That means I used your reaction. And there you go. Alright, so he is struck. Go ahead and give me a damage roll for deflect missiles. He takes
7 points.
7 and is looking annoyed. He's going to fire at you again. So he takes a second shot. Ooh, 23 versus AC.
Hit.
Alright, so as he's...
I only get to do it once, huh?
Yeah, because you use your reaction. As he's hit by the first arrow, he growls and shoots a second one, dealing 4 points of piercing damage. And your speed is reduced by 10 until the end of his next turn, which I'll use this to mark. Alright, so that's it for him. The Knoll Shaman would go, the one who isn't all confused. What's he gonna do? Oh, he has the spiritual weapon out, so the first thing he's gonna do is have that fly over here towards Laz and attack him. 23. Ooh, 23. Yeah, that would probably hit. And Laz is struck for another 8. Looking pretty banged up at this point. And yells, I need aid! And then this guy is going to throw a radiant spell at Laz as well. Sacred Flame.
Every time they call for help, it kills me.
He needs aid.
Like when we first got in here, the guy was like, "Help!"
Yeah.
Alright, not wisdom, dex save. Yes, so Lazarus would dodge the fire that this guy threw. He is then gonna kind of come over this way and end his turn. The Zealot goes. So this one here is going to sort of look at Fitz, look at Deska, realizing he can't get to Deska. He's gonna attack Nathaniel. I'll bring you down. He swings his greatsword around, attempting to cut into you. Oof, and he rolls 25 versus AC.
Just barely hits.
Just barely.
Just barely.
He is gonna smite with that attack.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Okay.
So there is an explosion of necrotic energy, and he deals some slashing and some necrotic. 22 points of damage with that hit.
Okay. Alright, I am going to use my DM's inspiration on my con save for concentration.
Okay. So you make a inspired save. It's probably good you did, and you hold your spell. He roars in anger that you did not die, and he's going to take a second greatsword attack. 20 versus AC. And he's rolling well.
Yep.
9 slashing, no smite this time, as he cuts you up a bit with that flurry of attacks, and I assume you're looking wounded.
Yep, I was just putting that one on there.
Alright, that's it for
And
him.
I need another concentration check.
Yeah, this one is, yeah, so you hold it. So, let's see, we got sleeping, retreated, sleeping. This guy here is going to attack Lazarus. Once again, spear attack would miss. This one attempts to flank Lazarus, gaining the flank, and he will also spear attack. 25. So Lazarus is struck for 3. Not a very good roll. And he is very hurt as he has several bleeding wounds now. He is, not happy about this. This one is going to drop his bow, draw his spear, and attack Lazarus as well. Oh, but he rolls terribly. This one here is going to move out this way and take a shot. It fits. Rolls a 5, completely missing. And this one continues to cower. So that's it for them. Lazarus. Lazarus is not liking any of this. He is going to... He's going to listen... Well, actually... I'm going to roll a wisdom save for him. Yeah, he's going to listen to his sword and say, I'll kill you all! And he's going to just unload on this guy.
Oh, they fucked up.
That's
crazy. Oh,
well,
he is
that's,
blessed.
Oh, okay. I'll give him a D4. Let's see how that does. 15. Yeah, that would strike. So he rushes at that one, stabbing him for 9 and a smite. Because why
It's so
not?
hard to play Laz. So hard.
Yeah. That was his last spell slot. Oof, yeah, this guy is stabbed and then just explodes with the radiant damage, sending a shower of viscera all over Laz, who roars.
Oh, sure, he gets to kill him.
That's bullshit. He's then gonna roar and turn towards this guy. You're next! And he is gonna stab at him with his longsword as well.
So much for keeping them alive.
Laz, what are you doing?
Laz, come on!
17 would strike, cutting him for 6. This guy's looking pretty freaked out. He just saw his friend blow up. That's it for Laz.
Very
Nathaniel.
valid.
So
Make those other two panic.
Sorry, I can't hear you. What?
Make those other guys panic.
They're a little panicked, not like magically so, but they're definitely not happy.
Just thinking about the
with
guys that I was just thinking about the guys I was knocking. Like, that's gonna let the everyone in it. Like shit and surrendered. So I didn't know if that was a possibility for Laz.
Laz seems to be in a bit of a bloodlust right now. You would guess
Okay.
it's probably his sword. But anyway, Nathaniel, what are you doing?
So Nathaniel, not liking getting hit by this guy, will go ahead and chant like him. Run away, little thing, and that will be. God, why can I never remember the name of this thing? Unsettling words. I forget
Okay.
The name of it. So there's
So
that.
give him a -7 to his next saving throw.
And then at level 2, I will be casting Distant Whispers on
All right. So
him. DC 15 Wisdom save. That didn't come through.
yeah, so wisdom save. So he seems to have advantage on this for some reason. But 14 minus 7 is still 7, and he would fail. So he spends his reaction.
Bye bye.
And as he runs away with my kick-ass Staff of Charming. I will hit at him.
All right, you take a quarter staff attack.
Whoops, why did that not roll? Interesting. Roll it.
Is there an
So
attack
plus
option?
2. Yeah. So that's +2.
Oh yeah, 17 would strike, so you whap him in the back with the staff as he rushes away.
So here, one reason to move over to roll 20. D&D Beyond doesn't appear to work with Staff of Charming. D6 -1 damage.
Ooh, alright, so you do 0 damage as he's kind of lightly tapped in the back of the head. Like, man, this thing.
Deska chuckles as she watches Nathaniel pathetically swing at this running man.
I'm not good at this.
As maybe during this Nathaniel realizes that
Before
sorry.
you, just out of curiosity, you were using the rapier before, right?
I had the short sword +1, and I technically have a mace +1 in my inventory. I was actually going to ask you later if I can't remember with bards like what their casting requirements are. I kind of think it's my book, and so I couldn't have both the Staff of Charming and the book equipped at the same time.
So the staff is technically an implement, I believe. If you want, you could have. I think you can one-hand the staff and one-hand another weapon.
Really, even as a spellcaster.
Yeah, I believe the rule is for free hand that your free hand can also be the hand you're holding your implement in.
Sweet. So if you'd let me reroll with the mace of +1, I'd love to.
Well, let me look into that. For now, we can say you have your staff out, but yeah, let me look into that.
No worries. I like the things, but I would like as my item interaction to take my little light stone and put it in my pocket so that maybe Fitz can get some more darkness around him.
All right, so you go ahead and snuff your torch, basically. That's it for you. The Shadow Weaver goes. He still has enemies abound.
Correct.
So
he does now have another friendly foe next to him, but
yeah. I think he's going to use a spell on Arnis. Which I think since it's it's like a close range spell, I don't think he can target anyone else with it.
Oh, not healing word like it was last.
rule, Lou.
Huh?
It's up to you how you interpret the rule.
Yeah, because I don't think they're valid targets, so I don't think he can, like, just start waving his hands around to things he can't actually affect. But let me double check the range on the spell, or if it's a touch. I'm pretty sure the range is touch. Oh, it's not. Well, never mind. Alright, so you can affect 1, 2, 3, 4 people with this, so I'll roll a d4. Let's see who he can affect. Yep, that would be Arnis. So Arnis, he begins chanting, and I'm going to need a wisdom save from you.
Oh, that's easy. That's the one good skill I have.
And you're blessed, so.
You are blessed, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you feel yourself stiffening up from some sort of magic, but you are able to resist, and nothing happens. He curses angrily and gets some temp HP at the end of his turn. Deska.
Right.
Okay. Deska will move back, pick back up her longbow off the ground, and she will then take it and attack this guy that's running away like a coward.
All right. So you take aim at him and fire your longbow.
Right, and boom. No sneak because I don't have any.
Yeah. So 25 would strike, shooting him in the back for 6 points of damage. And no sneak. So anything else?
I will bonus action hide from my current position.
Alright, so you duck down behind the rocks. Go ahead and make a stealth check. And I need to make a hide status just so I can remember who's hidden. Cav, what are you going to do?
Hearing all the excitement over here, and seeing this guy yelling out at Arnis, I am going to dash over here,
Okay.
and I'm going to use my Goring Rush ability.
Alright, so you rush at him, leveling your horns as you make that as a bonus action. 12 would, I believe, hit him. Getting a weird bug where it's not saving their AC where it should. Let me double check his AC. Yes. Or wait. No, actually. 13,
Wow.
so I think you just missed him.
Just miss him, but now I'm in his face.
That is true. Alright, so yeah, you
Crap on him.
yeah, make sure that's in there. Alright, so yeah, he dodges to the side as your horn comes in, and that would miss. Anything else?
No, that's all I have.
Alright, Fitz.
Let's see that Nathaniel so graciously takes his light sun away, and I see the cover of darkness. I will move 5, 10, 15.
Into the shadows.
Actually, wait, no. How? I'm still. Am I still slowed? Or was that just last turn?
That was last turn, so you could take that fiery mark off you.
Oh, okay, cool. Beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, so what was it 5, 10, 15? From here, does this count being in darkness enough?
You would have to be in the space fully in darkness, or else part of the time you...
Aha.
Alright, so yeah, now you'd be fully invisible.
I am Batman. So then, now that I'm here, I'm going to pop a shot at this guy. That's right above me.
Okay.
Boop.
Oh yeah, 25 would strike as Deska shoots him. You shoot him as well. And that would take him down. Oh.
And then I'm going to move my remaining movement up 1, and then I'm going to bonus action hide
Alright,
in the shadows.
make a
Good
stealth
shot,
check.
Fitz.
That's just a normal stealth check. Meh.
Alright,
That's me.
Arnis.
So we got this guy. We're
You there, Arnis?
you guys can't hear me?
You keep cutting in and out. So I heard you start talking, but then I didn't hear anything else.
No. So half movement this turn.
You are down. Well, your movement's just reduced by 10 this turn. 10 feet.
So we're gonna go 5, 10, and then I'm gonna attack this guy.
Alright, so you make some punches at him. Huh, huh. Using your radiant fists.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, once again, those first 2 attacks, he has a shield ready, and they would both bang into it, doing no damage.
This was really getting annoying with this guy. Alright, we're gonna here.
Did you say your bonus action attacking? Sorry, I didn't hear you again.
Yep. Flurry of blows.
So you are out of key points, unfortunately. So you can just do a third attack if you want.
I think something's wrong there, Lou.
What is that?
Because I am showing that I have 2, 4, 7 key points. I've only used 6.
How many did you start with?
I started with 7.
I mean, the battle. How many did you have at the beginning of the battle?
Well, I had 6. If Nathaniel has the dark vision.
Okay. Then maybe the roll 20 key point count was wrong if you're not tracking there. So let me double check. So how many key points does it say, or did you say you still have?
I have one.
You have one right now. All right. So
Yes.
I'll just put that, which you're using for the flurry this round, right?
Correct.
And normally you have 5 to start with.
No, I have 2, 4, 6. I have 7. One for every level.
Okay, so I'll change that to 7. All right, so go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
I get back over to that then.
Maybe the numbers just weren't correct on the sheet. Oh yeah, 17 would strike for the first. Same thing. When you flurry, you seem to hit. All right, so yeah, you take 2 more quick attacks, both of which would strike him. Bop, bop. So
The key points, he's safe the rest of the fight.
yeah. All right, so the first strike is for 9 bludgeoning with some radiant, which is in there already. And the second attack is for 8, so he takes another 8, which actually part of it goes to his shield. So he only seems to take 7 damage from that flurry of attacks. And he has to make 2 saving throws for the intelligence. 13. What was the DC, Nathaniel?
15.
15. All right, so he failed the first one. Luckily, intelligence is not his strong suit, except when he nat 20s. Oh, but 20 on the second, so he does break free of your.
How far away is he from me? Probably too. Yeah, he's too far away.
All right, so yeah, unfortunately, he is shook out of your magic by that second punch, and he is no longer seeing everyone as enemies. Anything else, Arnis?
I am no longer constant.
What does it look? What does it look like to him? Like to me when I'm striking him? Like the shield he's holding is absorbing it.
So there's a looks almost like spirit energy around him. So you're hitting him, but it seems like your strikes are basically like less powerful because of the spirit energy absorbing some of it. Like he has bubble wrap on him, magical bubble wrap.
It would
Okay,
be
so it's
just
not
like
like
my love juice. So you've seen it before.
Yeah, it's very similar to what you've seen
Okay,
Deska do.
just not as badass. I got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
got it. Yep.
All right, so that would be it for you. The Knoll Hunter goes. He is not happy about this Minotaur in his face. He sees all his allies are kind of busy, so he figures he's gonna have to take care of this himself. So, how does he want to play this? He's gonna risk it. He gives you an Oppie, Cav, if you want to take it as he moves away.
Oh, I most certainly do.
Alright, so spend your reaction. Oh, that may have been a mistake. 21 would strike. That was not as well. He does have. He has some bubble wrap, so he only takes 5 damage from that. But he is now looking very wounded. And he's gonna move back 10. Or wait, no, not that way. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's gonna take a shot at Cav.
Okay.
So he uses his multi-attack longbow. Oh, wow. Well, unfortunately for him, he doesn't roll anything good, as both arrows just fly past Cav. As he curses and ends his turn, realizing that may have been a mistake. The shaman over here goes. He sees his buddy in trouble. He's going to send his spiritual weapon flying at Cav. Shook, 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 shook. 23 would definitely hit. So you are struck for 5 slashing damage, Cav.
All
Oh,
right.
sorry, 5
So
force
3.
damage.
So 3.
Well, if you're raging, that would be force damage. That's not physical. Are you a...
The
Are you
I'm a bear.
You're a bear. Okay, bear totem. Yep. So that would be 2
Let's
points
go.
of force damage. You're the tanky barb.
The tank
Mhm.
bear.
The barb that just gets beat.
Barbarian. Alright, well, that's less than ideal. Oh, ignore that whisper. Sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Can you do anything else to slow you down? I guess, well... Oh, he's gonna try to help his buddy here. 25, 30. He's gonna move here, covering his buddy's retreat, and he's going to cast Healing Word. Oh, no, he can't. Shit. He's gonna cast Cure Wounds, not Healing Word. 7, 8, 9 points of healing to this guy. And he yells something at the priest, the Shadow Weaver. As you see, the hunter gain back some of the health he lost. The zealot is dead, so I'll remove him from the combat. Gnolls go. Alright, lots of sleeping or dead gnolls. This one is going to see Cav, but he's unfortunately definitely not gonna give Laz an Oppie, so he's just gonna keep going for Laz. He would miss. This one is going to go for Laz as well. Natural one completely misses. This one is going to fire at Cav with his longbow. 18 would strike you. Cav,
Yep.
you take 5 points of piercing, which halves to 2. And that is it for the gnolls. Lazarus goes. Alright, Lazarus is just raging basically through all the pain. And he's going to try to take out this guy. Ah! Using his longsword. 24 would strike, doing 9 slashing. He is then going to roar a second time, rushing in for the kill. 15 would be enough. And he does 6. So, only 6. Alright. So that guy is still alive, but barely. And that is it for him. Nathaniel.
Nathaniel moves up some. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh, killing's on the table, huh? Alright.
30. Oh, close. Okay, sweet. That puts me in range of that dude. You may not be confused anymore, but go ahead and run away like a little child. And that is my unsettling words.
Okay.
Good roll.
Alright. 6.
Yep. We will go ahead and cast. Not quite ready to use a 3rd level. We'll just keep with 2nd level Dissonant Whispers again.
Alright.
DC 15.
So he has to make another save. Wisdom -6. Oh, 22. So that would be 14. Wait, 16.
Wait.
So I think he would actually make it.
Well, no, he doesn't.
Oh, so he rolls again.
And then I give advantage to Fitz on his next. Well, he's going to get advantage anyway. So no, I'll give it to. Well, yeah, I'm going to give it. I'll give it to Kavarius.
Alright.
So on your next attack, Kavarius, you have advantage.
So Nathaniel does some sort of chant, which is a bit confusing and inspiring. Unfortunately, Nathaniel, yeah, you do have to spend your reaction on silvery barbs.
I will mark myself.
Okay. So he is going to roll his save again. He is usually pretty good at these. So he gets -6 again. 23 minus 6 is 17, so he would make it again.
Hey. Yep, that's fine.
Those were two pretty good rolls. So yeah, he kind of grabs at his head as your magic is affecting him, but he resists it and does not flee.
It's fine. Well, Cavarius still gets his advantage.
Yep, Cavarius, yeah, you have advantage on the next, is it saving throw or attack?
Pretty sure it's both. I will double check. I will link it and just double check.
Okay.
Okay.
The Shadow Weaver,
Next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
yeah. Alright, he's going to move this way, Arnis, so you would get an Oppie if you want to take it.
Absolutely.
Alright, suspend your reaction and go ahead and punch at him.
Nah, he has no more key points. Never mind.
Uh, 19 would definitely strike as he's moving away. You just give him a smash right to the side. Ugh. 12 bludgeoning. Ouch. So he takes 12, and he is now looking wounded. And he's going to come down. And yeah, just make sure you mark yourself as using a reaction. 5, 10... 15, wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to come here, and he sees Cavarius. I think he's going to... He's going to take the dodge action for now. No, he shouldn't do that. He's going to try his last spell here, or his last... second level. So he looks at Cavarius and starts chanting. And you feel yourself being affected by magic. I need a wisdom save, Cavarius. Oh, you have advantage though, right? Because of the
he does. Yep.
thing.
I do.
So 15. I don't think you have bless. But luckily, that, I believe, would barely make it, so you managed to resist. And the spell has no effect on you.
Get this shit out of here.
Deska.
Alright. Deska will bonus action coat an arrow with some sticky poison. Take a deep breath and line up the shot on the shaman that just moved over there.
Alright, he does have moderate cover, so he has a +3 to his AC right now.
Alright, Deska believes in herself.
Okay.
She's got this. Oh god, please hit him. Boom. Jesus.
No, it would stick in the edge of this tent here.
She will then move. Why not? She will move here.
Alright, so you move
That'll
up a
be your
bit
turn.
into the darkness. Cav.
I'm gonna look at the shaman that healed the guy that I was attacking, and I'll just go, I will go through you to get him. And we'll just
Alright.
bash the shaman.
Yeah, so you rush over at the shaman who is less defended, but unfortunately 13 would not be enough, and he would dodge the first. 14 would also just barely miss. As you swing recklessly or wildly, but the shaman avoids both attacks. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Alright, so your turn would end. Fitz.
I am going to. Deska kind of is crowding me a little bit. Nathaniel's over there.
These are my shadows.
Yo, you gotta share. You can't hog all of it.
You know what? I think I'm honestly just gonna stand still, and I'm gonna take a shot at the Null Shadow Weaver as well from where I'm at, because I think
That's
I
what I'm
have
talking
the same
about.
shot that Deska has, pretty much.
Okay.
Boop.
Look at that.
So 19 would usually hit. Unfortunately, with all the cover, that would miss.
Ah. And I'm going to. You guys can't see that, right? No, you can't. Okay, good. God, this is risky, but I'm gonna do my full movement. I'm gonna go. That's 10. That's 20. That's 25. That's 30. And then
Yep.
I'm going to dash. 5, 10, 15. I'm gonna item interact to snuff out this torch,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna move back. Boom, boom, fully in the shadows, and then that's my turn.
All right. This guy yells something confused. Arnis, what are you gonna do?
Right. I'm going to. So it's 15, 20, 25, 30 right behind Noel Shadow Weaver, and hopefully not punch at air this time.
All right. You take some shots at him.
Oh, look at that.
So that time, I think both of those hit. As
Yeah.
he's distracted by the arrows coming up at him, you come in from behind and whap, give him a nasty hit twice to the back for 5 and 8, which is 13 damage. Which 10 of it is absorbed, and he takes
Jesus.
3.
I'm going to hit him one more time.
Okay. With your bonus action, you take a third strike, but he would dodge that one. Anything else?
I yell, "For fuck's sakes, kill the ones that are chanting!"
Right. That's it for your turn. The
Yeah.
hunter goes.
Deska deadpans like she didn't just try to shoot at that guy.
This guy gives the Knoll Shaman the nod of respect as he moves back. And this guy yells, "For fuck's sake," something in Knoll to his friends. And this guy is going to take a shot at Arnis. Pew pew. Fires twice.
I knock one away
Well, hang on.
for my
let me see-
reaction.
Let me see
Yeah.
if he actually hits you.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
So nope.
17.
So 13 would miss, but 23 would hit on the second one. So you spend your reaction, and how much?
Knock it away.
How much do you knock it away for?
D10 plus 10,
All right, yeah, go ahead.
so 17.
All right, so yeah, you just kind of like throw your hand as it's about to hit you, and bing, it kind of flips around through the air, flying somewhere over here. He just curses in Nolish. That's it for him. So he gains temp HP. The shaman goes. He is going to step up with his spear to Cav, because unlike most casters, shamans can throw down. So he jumps at you, stabbing wildly as well. 15, I think, would just hit you, right?
Correct.
Alright, so you are stabbed for 7 piercing, which halves to 3. When you hear something flying up behind you. Spiritual weapon. Ooh, but he rolls very poorly, and you dodge to the side as the spiritual weapon comes flying in, swiping at you. He ends his turn, gaining some temp HP. The gnolls all go. A lot of them are knocked out on that side. This guy is going to disengage. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to run over here, ending his turn. This guy is going to swing at Laz. Nope. The shield comes down and blocks that attack. And this guy gains some temp HP. This guy here is going to fire at the monk as well. Longbow shot. 21 versus AC, I think got you, right, Arnis?
It does.
Alright, so an arrow comes in from the side and you are struck for 4 points of damage. And I think that's it for the gnolls who are actually fighting. Lazarus. Lazarus is going to...
Build the shaman.
Shaman king.
Actually, his sword is telling him to do something different.
What? Oh my.
What? How's that make sense?
5, 10, 15, 20.
Unprecedented.
So
Oh, the
he is
Minotaur.
gonna... Yeah. Who's this Minotaur? Slash, no. He is gonna move here, giving some oppies. So this guy is gonna reaction oppie him.
What are you doing, lad?
Finishing what I started. He is stabbed, for 10. Ah, that was a mistake! Ow! This
And
guy...
the DM kills Laz.
Look,
Oh my
I didn't-
goodness.
he's fine.
That's so funny.
He's like at 1 hit point. He's fine. This guy is gonna stab at him as well. Haha!
And this is the end of life.
Wait, what's going on? Why did it display that so weird? Oh no, that would miss. And he's gonna rush down to this guy. So you will not escape. And indeed, he will not escape. Ah. And he swings at this one.
Laz, you know the mission. We're not supposed to be killing them.
Heathens! 16 will strike. Doing 10 to this guy. He's like, ah! That is it for Laz. Nathaniel.
Oh goodness.
Nathaniel goes in, kills Laz. No.
This is the
Yeah.
best chance.
Yeah.
Just
The ones he can kill, he runs away from.
Yeah. Oh, what do we got going on? Let's do. Let's do. I don't want to do that. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. We'll go. Let's try this for fun. 5. What's the range on that? It is 60 feet, so that's probably close enough. Just double check here. Yeah, he's plenty close. We'll go ahead and command the Gnoll Shadow Weaver to flee.
Okay, and that's the thing where he does it for 1 round, right?
Yeah, 1 round he will run away.
Alright, so he is gonna do a wisdom save, which unfortunately is his strong one. Let's see how it goes. Wisdom. Yeah, 16 versus AC, so he is unaffected. Anything else?
No, for reaction, but I will do. Actually, how much closer do I need to be? I will go ahead and cast a healing word over at.
Laz. Or wait. Or, at which one?
Sorry, I was debating and I decided not to. Bonus action.
Screw you, Laz.
Yeah, screw you, Laz. You're not helping, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. I will Bardic Inspiration Fitz Gerald.
Alright, so Nathaniel yells, what do you yell at him that's inspiring?
Finally, can you actually hit one of the damn people already and stop hitting the wall?
His
You know
words
what? I'm
are
glad it wasn't me.
oddly
No lie.
inspiring. Fitz has some like Stockholm syndrome, something like that.
Yeah.
He responds well to harsh criticism. All right, anything else, Nathaniel?
Actually, we'll take a couple steps back, but yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
Are you implying that Nathaniel's are S and we're all the M's?
Disgusting!
Apparently.
No!
All right, this guy's gonna move over here, trying to get closer to his friends. He is going to.
Take another step, boy.
No. What's he gonna do?
Take that step away.
Just a little one.
You know what? He's gonna try to bring down Laz. He is gonna cast Sacred Flame. Oh, well. It's probably... Let's see. Saving throw. Wait. Lazarus' sheet go. So he makes a dex save, attempting to avoid it. Oh, and he would make it. So this guy curses, ending his turn, gaining some more temp HP. Next up is Deska, top of the round.
Okay, Deska is irritated. She will drop her bow again. Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's gonna happen constant. She drops her bow.
Yeah.
I did grab it. And she will move. Boom. And then she will bonus action dash. Right up next to the shaman.
Holy shit.
Having her returning dagger in hand. And she will just stab this man.
Alright, so you come rushing up through the crowd, kind of taking the Shadow Weaver by
leaps.
surprise. He's like, huh? Oh, and yes, you definitely got him by surprise as you just stab him right in the side, going through his armor a bit, doing 14 points of damage, which is 4, because he had his temp HP. So, anything else?
No, she just looks him in the eye and stands there.
Alright, just mark yourself with the melee weapon. You can get rid of
Yes.
your ranged one.
Almost
Cav, what are you gonna do?
Frustrated with the shaman in front of me, I am going to recklessly attack him.
Recklessly.
Which gives me advantage. But
Yeah. So usually if you reckless, it's the strongman that we use, just to remind that. Actually, yeah, let's.
Okay.
You can use this one, just that you're providing advantage.
Okay.
So yeah, you would strike with a 23, catching him off guard as you smack him for 14, which actually is reduced by 10, so 4.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do hammering horns.
Okay. Should also do an advantage.
Well, it's a save.
Oh, okay.
So
Strength save, okay. So he will attempt a strength save. 21. So I think he made it.
you sure did.
Alright, so you smack into him, trying to knock him off his feet with your horns, but he stands firm. And he... What's he concentrating on? He is concentrating on... I don't think he's concentrating on anything right now. So
Spiritual weapon.
No, that's not a concentration.
Right.
I think he was... Oh, you know what it was? He was armoring this guy. That's right. So I think, yeah, that's gone now anyway. Anything else, Cav?
Nope, that'll be it.
Alright, so your turn ends. Fitzgerald, what do you want to do?
Fitzgerald is going to, seeing that things are starting to get well in hand in the middle, he's going to see his earlier prey that had been moving around the battlefield. So I will move back once, just trying to give myself a good shot. And I'm going to attempt to shoot this guy over here.
Alright, so that would be at advantage, because you are invisible to him right now.
Oh
Crit.
my!
Alright,
Uh,
so the arrow gets him right in the midsection. His hide takes part of it, so it doesn't kill him, but he does take... Oh wait, maybe that did kill him.
Yo, Fitz, you wanna share, bro?
8,
Like,
10,
come on.
16, 24 minus 10 is 14. Nope, that didn't kill him. The shielding saved him. So he is very wounded.
and then I'll just move up to here, and I'm going to take the hide action or the stealth action.
Is your bonus?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Yeah.
Fitz, share! Oh my gosh.
Fitz has been touched by the gods for a round.
Yeah, oh, it's yeah. Nathaniel yelled at me, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm so
I was about to say,
inspired.
it's like, hey, you just need that,
Never mind. I don't want any.
Yeah, he's
you need a little bit
definitely
more of that tough love, don't you?
Fitz
Kinda like
is super S. Super.
Well,
He just he needs to be told what to do.
Honey,
All
I
right.
swear it's just D&D. It's all guys. Don't worry. It's fine.
All right, Arnis, what are you gonna do? Man, 320s. Wow.
in a row.
Second
Like,
edition. That's an auto kill right there.
Oh man.
We are
That's
we're punching at this guy again.
All right.
Go for it.
Raw, 13, bang, 18. 18 would strike with the second one. Poof. As you
In the 14 hits as well. They both hit.
no,
those are actually-
just the 18. The 14 he would block.
I'm so sick of this guy. Well, we're gonna take the third attack anyway, so I might as well roll it.
All right, so the third one is blocked, but you did get that second strike, doing some 12. So he takes 12 full damage because the shielding's gone, and he is looking very beat up. He yells something at this shaman. Anything else?
I yell something at that shaman too. Fuck you!
He probably doesn't know what you're saying. The hunter goes.
But the look on my face.
Yeah. All right. He has no idea where that arrow came from, so he is gonna run behind here, getting some more cover, and he's gonna take a shot at Arnis. His direct shot there. So he takes 2 bow attacks at you. First one misses, but 20 versus AC, I believe, would strike.
That hits.
Are
So-
you gonna reaction?
Yeah, that's my reaction. 17.
Alright, so once again, you deflect the arrow, and this guy yells something in frustration. So go ahead and spend your reaction. The shaman goes. He is going to.
Zone full.
First, he's going to use his bonus action to heal this guy. So he does a cure spell. Healing him for 5. And then he's going to take a stab at Cav, moving up this way. So Cav, 19. Well, he has advantage, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so 19 would definitely strike you, doing a whopping 4 points of damage, which is half to 2. This guy cannot hit very well today. That's it for the shaman. The gnolls go. This one, seeing that Cav kind of left himself open, is going to take an attack on Cav as well with his spear. 20 would strike you for another 8 piercing, which halves to 4. This one over here is not liking that Laz is looking to kill him, so he is going to disengage. Moving up this way. Drop his bow and draw his weapon, ending his turn, and gain some temp HP. As the shadows coalesce around him, giving him some shielding. And I think that's it for the Gnoll soldiers. Most of the other ones have surrendered. Laz yells, Nathaniel, I need some of your magic. Hurry! And he is gonna run over this way and go for the shaman. He'll go for the flank. So he would strike twice. Good thing he went for the flank. Doing 9 and 4, 13 damage as he comes in from behind, cutting him up and wounding him. Ah! That's it for Laz. Nathaniel, what are you doing?
You attack the right person, I would give you some healing.
He says, I attack the targets of Herodias.
Well, I attack the smart ones.
5, 10. Let's do a. Well, since he's so. Oh, that's a tough decision. Which one's looking. So the shaman just barely got wounded, and the Shadow Weaver is like on death's door, right?
He was, but he got a little bit of healing from the shaman, so he's not quite as bad.
Let's kill the healer, to quote my favorite DM. Or kill the caster. We're gonna head and go.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and I won't use my last bardic inspiration, so we'll just straight up cast. Use my last second level of Dissonant Whispers on the Goblin Gnoll Shaman.
Alright, so you target him, which is I think, wisdom save again?
DC 15, so I'm guessing he's okay at it, but I'll see if I have to use my reaction, maybe.
He rolls an 11, so I think he would fail.
He will fail, takes 9 damage, and runs away from me.
That was this one, right?
Yep.
Alright. So he takes 9
one.
psychic.
Sorry, I didn't see which one you clicked
Yeah,
on, but
yeah.
that was yeah.
And he is going to flee.
Giving Cav and Lazarus a offie, theoretically.
Oh wait, actually, he would not have taken 9. He took no damage, but his shielding took 9.
That's fine.
So he will flee this way. Cav, you want to take an offie on him?
Sure do.
Alright, so you spend your reaction as he suddenly is affected by magic. Oh yeah, 26 would land a nasty hit, 16. So he takes 15 as his shielding takes the last one, and his head would go flying over there as he goes down.
That's how you do it, Lazarus. Jeez.
Lazarus looks to Cav and he says, "He was mine!" That's it for Nathaniel. Or that was it for the shaman. Or wait, no, it was Nathaniel.
It was Nathaniel. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use my bonus. So, yeah, I'll probably step back into the shadows and call that a turn.
Alright, the Weaver. He is going to bonus action chant.
Okay. I dare you to move. I dare you.
Yeah.
We're both sitting there.
And you
Salivating.
see the flesh of the shaman just explode as a skeletal creature rises from where he used to be.
As a bonus action.
He is then going to... Finally got a corpse. What's he gonna do? He's run down to magic at this point. I think he's just gonna take the dodge action. And he would say, "Take them down quickly." And he's dodging. Deska.
Seeing him take a defensive stance, Deska just sighs, and she holds up a hand, her free hand, and readies an action to cast Sleep after Arnis attacks on his turn.
Okay.
On top of where we are, directly on top of us.
So, I forgot about the... Oh, yeah, so... One moment, actually. So after you, before Cav, sorry, I forgot about this guy. He is going to lunge at Lazarus, angrily trying to bite and scratch him. Lazarus would block the scratch, but the bite goes through with a crit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah. Reroll.
See, I don't know if he might be too far. Yep, he's too far. Wait, is it 40 or 30 or 60? Oh, no, it's 60. Sweet, yeah, reroll.
Ooh.
No prep.
Alright, so you use your magic forcing a reroll.
Yep. And then I will give advantage. Fitz already has inspiration, so I will give advantage to Cav. Again, can have advantage.
Alright. Oh. So, oh my god, 24. He crit a second time.
Well, I only get one reaction.
Did he, Lou? Did he?
He did.
Everybody's critting
I
except
know. I think Roll20's like random number generator is broken. Yeah. So unfortunately, he crits anyway, biting for 7 points. That's the same damage roll too, I think. Yeah. Roll20's cheating. Lazarus goes down.
Oh, money.
Wait, so this would have happened before my turn?
Yes. In response to that, this guy howls in victory, and but he doesn't have his ranged weapon out. Let me check Rampage. Take a bonus action. Alright, so you can move up to half his speed, which he will run up at Lazarus, biting at him on the ground.
Oh my god.
20 would strike, and Lazarus would be crit, gaining 2 death save fails. Oh my. This
Okay,
guy
Heal?
will
I
rampage.
don't wanna.
So he's
Oh.
gonna rush up this way and lunge at Arnis, biting him. Xinagu, no, Arnis easily dodges. This one will as well bite at Deska.
Go ahead, bitch.
Nope, definitely misses. These weren't as exciting as I was hoping they'd be. Except Laz. Cav, the skeleton bites at you. 19 would strike you, and you are bit for 3, which halves to 1. And all those guys use their reactions. So that was all in response to the skeleton guy. It is now Cav's turn.
Wait,
it's Deska's turn.
yeah, that completely changes my turn, unfortunately.
Oh, I thought you readied something, or...
That whole sequence would happen before my turn, right? Or would it happen after? Because if it happened before, I would do something different.
Oh, I see. Yeah, so yeah, it would be your turn then. Sorry.
Okay. Alright. So Deska won't ready her spell because stupid ass Laz fell on the floor. But she would move this way, giving that guy an Oppie, but gaining the flank. So
Alright.
if he wants to take the attack, you can go ahead.
He should have already bit at you, so let's just say...
Oh, right. Because
Yeah.
23, though, would have hit, so I forgot to do it or wait, did he attack you? I think he already bit at you, so yeah. You're fine.
cool. And with the flank, Deska will attack at the Shadow Weaver.
Alright, so you have flank as you do so,
Where's my... Okay.
but he does have...
Jeez.
No, he would
Okay.
block with his shield.
Wow.
I don't know his AC, but just in case, I'll roll a d4. I don't care. Okay, never mind.
No.
And Deska will just look down at Laz with a very angry expression. But she will indeed heal.
Alright, so he has 3 hit points and is no longer very badly wounded.
You
Oh, he
have
is-
no right to speak for 3 days.
He looks like he's about to say something, then doesn't.
No,
Cav.
don't speak. Oh my god.
I seeing that being told that to kill the casters, seeing this stone gonna move right up in here in the middle of everybody. And I am going to attack the Shadow Weaver. And I don't need to be reckless anymore because I have advantage at least on the first hit.
Yep.
Correct.
Crit.
Nice.
Oh!
Boom.
Alright, so you rush in, catching him
Y'all are
off
stealing
guard,
these
and
From
deliver
me, I want one.
a nasty hit for 15. So 10 of it is taken by the shielding, and he takes 5. But you do
Second
have
hit.
disadvantage on the second attack because he's dodging. 13 would not be enough, and he blocks.
And then I'm gonna do the hammering, the hammering horns.
All right, and that's your bonus action, right?
Correct.
Alright.
And it's a strength save, 15.
Oh, he fails it, and he would fall prone as you slam into him, right?
He's pushed 10 feet away from me.
Oh. Alright, so he would go up here, being knocked into that guy's space. He is not prone.
That'd be so awesome if it was prone. That'd be kind of crazy.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all I can do.
Alright, Fitz.
So he's there,
Yeah.
but also the hunter was there, was he not?
Him and the hunter are in the same space at this
Okay.
point.
They're both upright. He didn't get knocked over.
Yes.
I think I'm just going to take. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at, and I'm gonna take a shot at the hunter. I think if they're both on the same space, do they just provide each other like cover or something, or?
No, they don't provide cover for each other.
Okay, so yeah, I'm a little bit committed to trying to kill that one jackalope, so I'm going to. So I'm gonna try and get a shot off on that hunter, stalker, whatever he was.
Okay.
Boop.
Oh yeah, 19 would strike as the arrow flies over, hitting him for 20, which is half to 10 because of the shielding, but he does go down.
Finally.
Dang.
Then
Good.
I'll move up and I'll stealth again.
Alright.
That's just it.
Arnis.
The Shadow Weaver isn't dead, right?
No, he's still up.
Okay.
He's dodging at the moment, though. He can still attack, it would just be a disadvantage.
Yeah, I just don't like this guy behind
Oh fuck.
the Minotaur. All right. He can't take an OP, so I'm gonna come down here and knock this dude cold.
Alright, so you rush south at that one, who looks like he's getting ready to attack Cav again, and
Yep.
you go for him. Huh. Whap, 16 punches him right in the face as he stumbles backward. Ugh. Taking, actually no damage, but his shielding takes 7. Natural 1 on the second. No, you dodged that one.
Flipped him some blood, sorry. Okay, and then we're gonna take the third attack.
Man, look how
Oh, yeah.
strong.
Whap. Lands a solid hit. Oof, 12. So he loses
No.
the last 3 and then takes 9 points of damage.
I'm just yelling at him, run!
It's like, anything else?
No.
Alright, so the hunter's down and out. One of the shamans, he's down and out as well. The gnolls go. This guy, what's he gonna do? He's still feeling pretty confident, so he is going to stab at Arnis. He's not bloodied yet. So he lunges at you, but rolls a 7 as you step to the side, dodging. This one over here is going to see Laz is on the ground and try to stab at him while he's down, gaining advantage. Crit. Advantage.
I wouldn't want it any other way, to be honest.
Advantage paid
Yeah.
off. Doing 9 points of damage and putting Lazarus under again. So he has 2 levels of exhaustion now, and he is unconscious. He's then gonna step this way, getting ready to attack Deska. That's it for the gnolls. Lazarus has to make a death save.
Please. Oh my god.
Oh, I gotta remember to add that. That should be displaying saves as well. All right, gonna manually bring up a sheet. Hang on. Death save. That's con save. Oh yeah, he's fine. So he gets 1 success as he staves off death for a round. Nathaniel.
Nathaniel will move forward a little bit. What was the range on that? It is. Oh yeah, okay. It is first level 60 feet. So do I even have to move forward? I'm not even sure if I have to move forward. Yeah, we'll do that, and then. Oh, he's
Lazarus, stop getting stabbed on the ground.
Yeah, so Nathaniel will take just 1 step forward so he can make sure Lazarus can hear him, and does go ahead and cast Healing Word on him.
Alright, so you attempt to bring your poor friend back from the brink. He gains 5 and is once again conscious, cursing, stop stabbing me! As
And
he attempts to... Yeah.
Nathaniel would yell at the Gnoll Shadow Weaver and say, "Can't you just see that I'm commanding this battle and you're completely pathetic and there's no chance for you going to win as long as I'm on this battle teaching my friends what to do and how to battle?" And so I'm going to viciously mock him.
Alright, so you send some psychic energies his way. Wisdom save. Da-da-da. Oh, natural 1. 8. So he fails, taking 4 psychic, and is barely still alive, but still alive. Anything else?
No, I took a couple steps back, but that's it.
Alright, the Shadow Weaver goes. Well, this is not looking good. So he might have to pull his card here. Do his ultimate form.
Trap card.
Pull his trap now.
Tyrannosaurus Rex appears.
So no, he is going to begin chanting,
Turns out he befriended a friend dragon.
casting a spell, and he is going to vanish. That is it for him. So next up we have the Witherling. He's going to go for Deska.
Okay.
I cannot click on him. Oh, because I'm in the wrong thing. So he bites and scratches at you. 12 and 14, I believe, would both miss, right?
Both miss, yeah.
Alright, that's it for the Witherling. Deska.
Okay. So he was right here, I believe. And using
Yes.
my deduction skills, he was right here. Deska will just... She does not want him to do anything. Deska will just cast sleep on where the last known location he was.
Do you have Arcana? Or religion?
Like proficiency? No.
Okay. So you would know that from your own usage of the that shielding he does, that if he was still somewhere in the area, you would most likely would have seen this creature gain some shielding. So
okay.
he either ran or maybe he teleported. It's hard to say. If he turned invisible, he may have ran. But you most likely would have seen passage, like signs of passage, so you would guess he teleported either somewhere nearby or just out of here.
Huh. Okay, if he teleported, then there's no way for me to pinpoint where he went. Okay, frustrated. I'll just turn to this guy and is like, "This is not your day," and she will stab at. Actually, no, she'll just stab at him. Wait, I don't have my thing highlighted. This guy.
Alright, so you take a jab at that one.
Bonus action, steady aim, stab at him for advantage.
Okay. Oh yeah, 21 would strike. Fatal or docking him out?
She'll knock him out. She respects the mission.
Respect the mission. All right, so yeah, you come in from the side as he's distracted by Laz and just slam the pommel of your dagger into his temple. He falls over sideways, completely unconscious.
She'll pinch the bridge of her nose and just keep her eyes out for wherever this thing could have gone and ends her turn.
All right, so this guy at this point is kind of putting his hands up, trying to surrender. Cav, it's your turn. What do you want to do? Do you want to respect the surrender or keep fighting? This thing is still hostile, though.
Yeah, I'll respect the surrender, but I will recklessly attack the bone creature.
Oh, all right, so you come in at him. 24. Oh yeah, that would cut into him.
Man.
But the second strike, unfortunately, would miss. As you deal 16, just sending shards of bone everywhere as your axe just cleaves right through his body. And just, yeah. The poor old dead shaman's bones are strewn about the battlefield.
And then I'll just look at the other gnoll that's surrendering and just snarl at him.
Alright, he's like, hey man, I gave up already. In Gnollish. Alright, so at this point we can drop out of the battle unless anyone wants to keep attacking. Alright, so we'll say the battle ends with the rest of them surrendering. And at this point, why don't we do a quick 5-minute break? Well fought, everyone. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I was just waiting.
Gotcha. So yeah, why don't we come back at 1:17 and continue there?
That works.
Let's do
Works
it.
for me.
All right, stretch break.
All right.
Deska,
Yeah?
why did you heal Lazarus?
Because
Exactly.
it's in her character to heal Lazarus.
I know, and it's as soon as
Deska
he went
is
down,
infuriated.
I got so excited because I'm like, I'm gonna go get that weapon off of him, and then I'll heal him so he doesn't die because I can. But I'm gonna take that weapon away and see what that would do. I was like, I'm like, please don't do anything. You attack. I'm like, yes, she's attacking.
He
doesn't have any
wasn't two
spells.
death saves. I was like, he'll actually die if I don't do something.
I can make him go crazy again if you guys want. I can,
No.
I can charm him. I've got all kinds of shit I can do.
Oh,
I'm not gonna.
While he's gone, we can fuck
You
around.
all realize I'm laying right here, right? As he
Yeah.
gets up and dusts
That's
Oh,
himself.
Lazarus
also-
is watching. Watch yourself, Lazarus, when you go to
Fitz,
sleep.
That's also why I partially was trying to cast sleep on the area around us, because he was low enough that he would have fell
You would have been
asleep.
affected by it too.
And
Oh.
and I was like, okay, hopefully it'll put him to sleep, and hopefully it'll put that guy to sleep, and then that's 2 for 1. But then he went down, and I was like, ugh.
It's like, again, Lazarus? Like,
He says, the better question is, who's this? And he points at Cav.
Oh, he was tied up over there. I let him loose.
There, while you were skulking in the shadows again.
Who says that? Laz?
Yeah.
I say, okay, I count Laz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see all the people sleeping over there. That was me.
He says, well, you took on the lower foot soldiers. They were much easier.
Of course I do.
Lazarus, I don't want
Of course
you.
I did.
Go guard the door.
In any
Go
case,
guard the
he
door.
says, give me a moment, Desk. I was just going to say, Artis, I do respect the contribution to the battle. Well done.
Well, yeah, because I haven't seen Fitzgerald in about 2 hours. Have you?
I
don't have to
saw,
see someone for
I
them
saw
to do
his
damage.
arrows coming in and killing some of our enemies here. So
In that tent over there.
How do we
he's-
know
I've-
this Arnis is the real Arnis?
I've never seen.
platypus, you hear from the shadows.
Platypus, platypus.
All right, we're
Platypus,
good.
yeah. Platypus.
Are we still
I
doing
gotta say,
that?
So, guys, if at this point, does anyone want to know who this fine little beastie guy here is? He's
Little?
kinda-
Well,
Sounds
Cav, he may have stepped away to use the restroom because we're technically
No.
break, so he can wait.
I'm
Are you
here.
here? All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, are you saying anything, Cav, in all this?
Well, when he says little,
Cav kind of snorts.
look at him and be like, "You're half the size of me."
But he can talk like 10 of you.
Well, yes, size is a dominator of some forms of different forms of measurement. But when I say little, I'm really kind of referring to your intellect because you're kind of beastly.
Well, has size, and since
Oh,
he does this.
Yeah, if you ignore him, he's good.
Just ignore what he says and take his help.
Yeah.
What do you look like to him anyway, Nathaniel?
So Nathaniel is a very well-dressed human. Sorry, let me just pull up my character so I get this right. Yeah, so Nathaniel is a well-dressed human, kind of looking like he's coming from a noble class. You can see he's got brown hair, kind of a mutton chops and a mustache on him. He's carrying around a book, and like as soon as the battle is over, he's immediately starting to scribble into it while kind of lecturing out loud his ideas on what has just occurred and talking about the great histories of the world. You see next to him as well as a small set of bongos that you will learn to enjoy here in the future. And so yeah, that's Nathaniel.
That's a command, by the way. Learn to enjoy.
The bongos, are those hanging from you, or are they just on the floor, or how are
Yeah,
they?
they're kind of like hooked up. They're kind of like got a little loop that they're hooked into on like my waistcoat.
Gotcha. And let's see, Deska, since he can see you, what would you look like to him?
Deska looks like a generic human.
15-year-old.
She is 22 years old. She has dark skin, long dreadlocked hair. She looks like a typical rogue for the most part, honestly, except for she has white, appears like streaks of like some type of ritualistic markings under her eyes that, for the most part, resemble tear streaks. A crescent moon on her forehead, and you can see she's adorned with many weaponry, and looks very PO'd at the moment, and is looking around for her special arrows to pick them up later, and walks past you and says, "Yeah, I'll introduce myself later. I'm gonna go watch the door in case that guy tries to like sneak out physically or something." But that's Deska for the most part.
All right, and Fitz, I think you're in the shadows yet right now. So, sorry, Cav, are you saying anything else after Nathaniel's little slight? Are you there, Cav? Oh, gee. Oh, he's on the phone. Okay, that's fine. So Cav might just kind of look at Nathaniel and like huff a bit. Lazarus is sort of looking around in the tents, making sure there are none hiding, yelling at the survivors to come out, and he would probably say, "Round up those who gave up. We should make sure none of them attempt to flee."
Deska will yell out, "Nathaniel!"
This time.
I heard this time. What did you say? What is it this time?
Yeah.
I'm just being precautious. Do you have detect magic?
I do not.
So some of the gnolls start coming out with their hands raised. Some of them are asleep, but I'll just move them over. I'll say you're gathering up the survivors.
Now let me pull up.
Why don't we just stick them all in the big tent?
It's not a bad idea, honestly.
all right.
Yeah, put them all in
Sorry,
the
I'm-
big tent. Yeah.
Then burn it down. Wait, no, Arnis, no, calm down.
Alright, so it looks like 6 of them survived, and a couple others were killed, but I'll say you bring them over here to this spot and just kind of keep an eye on them.
And this time, Deska would set up a tripwire trap, basically, with with like bells against the doorway, just
Yeah.
because she thinks wholeheartedly that guy's still in here, so she's just like, I don't want him getting away without us knowing. So she sets that up by the door.
So also, Or yeah, that's fine. Also, Cav, you would be able to find the rest of your inventory in the tent over here. I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to grab, but you can say you have all your stuff again.
Okay, perfect.
Nothing in the dead shaman stuff that looks like it's worth it.
So I'll say some time is passing, but yeah, you're searching around, and I'll let you know what you find.
So Nathaniel we can RP this or not, but Nathaniel would attempt to, like, interview these gnolls and determine if where there might be valuables or other things that we have missed around.
Nathaniel, we're not robbing them. This is their village.
Oh.
Yeah, we were out and we were tasked with liberating the village. So the rest of the soldiers who are on our side are going to show back up.
Gotcha.
Assuming
Well,
that
More less trying to find where all the valuables in the village are, but more along the lines of the evil leaders, gnolls, if they were keeping anything of value, not the village's value, but so the shaman and the weaver, if they had a key area that they were storing materials in that might be of use.
So one of them kind of looks at you, looking a little confused, and he says, "You're here to liberate us. Who sent you?"
Nathaniel would answer, but I'll let someone else RP it since I'm not sure if I'm remembering.
Anu, Adagu. Yeah, that's
no.
it.
Inagu is the evil god. No.
Yeah.
Inagu did not send us. No.
We are mercenaries of Hinagu.
We are your new council.
You should have fought harder. Die. Okay.
So Nathaniel, as I'm remembering, Nathaniel would say something to the effect of, we're from the village of Candlelight. Is that Candlelight? No.
Candlehome.
Candlehome.
But the one who asked you to liberate this place was Ukan.
Yeah.
Yes.
We made friends with Ukan, and his great story, and again, Nathaniel would speak at length before he actually gets to the point of saying. And so we've come here to prep to possibly both to release you and possibly gain additional support for destroying the rest of the cultists at the location I can't remember the name of.
He seems genuinely surprised and says, "That is good to hear. Does anyone speak Gnollish?"
We're still learning.
Oh, I think what's his name speaks it.
Durgar was our comprehend languages before a long time ago, and then ever since we've conveniently met gnolls who happen to know common.
Yeah, so Dosha was your communicator, but I don't think you brought him, right?
No.
Nope.
Well, if needed.
Alright, you want to do comprehend languages?
Yep, if that helps.
Alright, yeah, I'll say you were doing that as part of your interrogating them. So some time is passing. Give me a d20 roll. I want to see if anything goes wrong.
When doesn't it? Ooh.
Where's my calendar?
So, Cav, how long have you been separated from your clan?
Couple days. We were attacked by them, and I was taken as prisoner.
So, were you attacked by the villagers, or was it like the cultists attacked you and dragged you here to the village?
I'm assuming probably partially yes to both. If
So,
they were being ordered to do so.
yeah, the survivors of the attack were brought here from the surrounding caves, and they've been holding you for the time being.
Are you the only survivor?
I hope not.
What is your clan's name? Have you ever heard of this, the great orc, Wamanok?
Just say no.
No.
Well, I
There you
can
go.
tell you a great story about him. He is this wonderful leader and go on and on and on.
Right. Well, we'll say, Nathaniel, you were kind of talking to these guys anyway, so you might not be part of this conversation. But Cav, if you remember, there was at least one survivor who they were kind of using as a hostage to get you to surrender. You don't know...
But I don't.
Or go ahead.
As I say, I don't know where they are.
Yes, you were the only one brought here. You don't know where they brought the other you only saw one other member of your clan survive, and you're not sure where they brought him or her. Is it a him or a her who was captured?
We'll say her.
Okay, so yeah, there is a woman minotaur somewhere who is also a prisoner. So yeah, so that's probably what you tell them, right?
Yep.
Weren't any mercenaries involved in your capture? Were there? Like, were they Steel Dragon, Steel Magnolias? Is that what they called, Lou?
The Steel
Steel
Shadow.
Shadow.
Steel Shadow.
Help me.
I guess that'd be up to Lou.
So, as far as you know, no. You were just attacked by the cultists. So I guess, yeah, you would tell them that.
Well,
So
we're
this
the odd.
entire-
Go ahead, Arnis. What did you say?
Cav, we call ourselves the odd. We have one mission, one goal. We kill cultists. We're always looking for like-minded people.
He has one mission, one goal. That is one of our goals.
Well, what else are you gonna do?
I have a lot of things to do, but you
Listen
never
to
asked.
emo music. Listen to
Well,
emo music
Where
and
did
cry.
this come from? Where did you get this?
Lazarus kind of grabs it aside, groaning a bit, and he says, Arnis, didn't you say something about the Steel Shadow as well being one of your missions?
Yeah, but that's kind of like a
So you don't have one mission, one goal.
It's all kind of one and the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go over to Nathaniel first, as you're using comprehend language to talk to these gnolls, as this conversation is taking place up here. So Nathaniel, you kind of hear this happening in the background, and maybe just put it off to the side for now. But
like-
you, or go ahead.
I'll knock later.
Yeah, so you're kind of talking to these guys. They seem very relieved that you're not just going to kill them all. Give me a persuasion check. So I assume you're kind of trying to persuade them.
Yeah, I'm trying to friendly them up, get some assistance.
23. All right. So they seem to be a little bit more at ease. They're kind of tending to their unconscious friends right now, trying to, make sure they'll survive the wounds they've taken. One of them says, "We still have women, children, and some non-combatants within the fields. Could you please just leave them be?"
Well, yes, of course we will. We're not here to randomly. We're not murder hobos. I can tell you stories about murder hobos. There's been quite a few of them throughout histories in the heroes and the different journals and histories that I've read over the years. If you'd be wondering about this one group,
You
but
see his
before we get
eyes
into
start glazing over.
before we get it all into that, do you have any insights to the people that were taking control of your group here, and anything that you could provide us, or guidance or assistance you could leave in reading these cultists of this cave area for good?
Oh, I'm sorry. I got a bit distracted. What did you say? No, so you repeat it. He says, the cultists mostly use us to gather food, and sometimes they take soldiers from us to help man their armies at the borders. We have been delivering food because our shaman, who you killed, had made an alliance with them, but I don't know what we could really tell you other than that. They are fanatical worshippers of Inogu. Yeah, they show up every few days to collect the food and make sure things are running smoothly.
It'd be possible to, there's been great stories of this thing called a Trojan horse, and give him a lecture on the history of the ancient Greeks that lived in this area, clearly. Like, try to determine if there would be a way to use these food deliveries as a potential way of sneaking into the main encampment, if that seems at all plausible, and if they would be willing to assist in doing such a thing.
So he has no idea about how a Trojan horse strategy would work, but he says, if what you say is true and you are willing to help us, we could help you in this endeavor. We have no wish to serve the followers of Inagu anymore.
That is great to hear. Some of our other people are quite fanatically religious. They'll talk to you about them at length. I have much more interesting stories to tell, but they have some good religious ones as well.
Right. I'm going to shift over to Fitzgerald at this point as you continue to barrage them. Unless you had something else are out
Just
of...
one very quick
yeah.
thing. Would they offer any kind of reference to, again, were the leaders storing anything in this encampment that might be valuable to us, specifically again with that goal of destroying the cultists, that they would be willing to give up? Not that we're looting, that they would suggest that we go and look and see if there's anything of value here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Sure.
Okay. So the two conscious ones sort of look at each other. He says, if you can give me your word that you will spare my people, I know of where the shaman was keeping something. Not our leader, but the Shadow Walker, as I believe they are sometimes called, the cultists.
That is, well, we have no intent to harm you in any way anyway, so of course we can promise that.
Very well. So I'm gonna get back to that in a moment. But Fitz, what are you doing during this? You hear Nathaniel just talking up a storm. Maybe
And
roll your
talking.
eyes a bit.
Yeah, I see Deska and Cav having a moment. Lazarus is off looting.
You're enjoying
letting
being
Cav-
invisible in the shadows.
I am. This entire time I've kind of been watching our new companion Cav, just like looking at his reactions to everything, seeing his mannerisms on if he's, actually is someone who has everything under control or just in the moment. Mostly, I've been just keeping an eye and ear out because I know Ukin advised us to close the doors because of patrols that might be showing up, but also I'm kind of tempted to... I'm basically just like on lookout, listening for either A, the sound of multiple people showing up, which just might or might not be Ukin,
Okay.
or B, I would assume that Deska would have told me something about the person, the shaman that disappeared, like maybe that they might still be here.
I mean, you probably would have seen it. You would see that you would have seen him chanting, and then like shadows kind of swirling around him. Then he just vanished.
Yeah, and
They just
Deska would have
gone.
also told everyone because she made a big deal about it.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been obvious during battle, unless you had been like off somewhere. You all would have seen that happen.
Okay, cool.
Because there was light around him when it happened. All right, so you're kind of keeping a watch, and yeah, you would probably see Cav like with his arms crossed, maybe looking over at Nathaniel and saying something to Deska, like the two of them are talking. This guy is actually pretty healthy. I forgot about him. So he's over here, and he dropped his weapon as well. So some time would pass as you're searching these dead enemies. It's probably about 10 minutes when you finish searching them. You would find a total of probably 15 or so gold pieces among them. Not too much money. They have their armaments. You would see that the shaman actually has some nature reagents on him. Sorry, not nature, religious. Religious reagents totaling 79 worth in components.
Someone's putting this in group inventory.
Was it Lazarus that decided to be quartermaster last time?
Yeah,
I thought it was-
I think it was. I thought it was.
Oh, is it Lazarus? I thought
Yeah.
it was Fitz for some reason. It says I have Fitz
Oh no, it
marked
is me.
as-
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
me. No, we're good. We're good. Sorry.
Someone
Hey,
else. I could totally not me. Not
it was
doing my
because
job.
there was like last session there was like a million weapons being like identified and like
There was
it's
a lot going
mace and a
on.
sword and he's a new sword. So I'm just like I just misattributed that to him because he was like, ooh, what's this sword do? What does this mace do? Please,
Yeah.
Daddy Nathaniel, tell me what this happened.
Please, Daddy.
Right.
Daddy
Yeah,
Nathaniel.
All right, will you repeat that one more time for me, Lou, please?
Yeah, 79 gold pieces of religious components. I think it was. Yeah.
Does that fall under refined components? I assume.
Yes, those are refined, or else it would be essence.
And you said 70.
79.
Beautiful. Okay.
I think I said 22 gold pieces.
Okay.
Just of gold.
Which I think we should give to the survivors.
Give to the families of the survivors that we created.
Give them their own money back.
Yeah. Do you want to give the gold back to them from the dead ones?
I certainly do.
Okay, that's fine. So yeah, you could say you didn't take that.
Deska would be a little reluctant, but if Arnis wants to give it back, she won't say anything.
It's just the right thing to do, Deska. They're stuck in the middle.
Yeah.
So,
Where are they gonna spend
Once
it,
I have
though?
to agree with the idiot.
so other than that, they have their armaments like spears, hide armor. Probably not of much use. They would. The hunter would have a longbow. I don't know if anyone's looking for one of those. They would also have some arrows. There are 30 arrows total that are left.
The best time to
anyone needs
refuel on
arrows.
arrows. Yes.
So just make sure you say how many you're taking.
And Arnis, yes, I'll since you asked so nicely, I'll not add the gold to the group, Blue, but I'll let you give it back to the survivors of the attack.
Yeah, that's fine. I just figured you distributed it.
I thought about it.
So how many arrows are you taking, Deska?
I was running in a chat. I'm taking 15. And what's the rule on recovering the arrows that we use in battle?
You can recover up to half of them if you have at least 10 minutes, which you did. So half
Okay.
rounded down, however many you shot.
So I'm taking 15, and that does that apply also for like the special arrows, like the
Yes,
ones that was. I
if
had?
you're
Okay.
using the special arrows, the same thing. You can recover half rounded down. Anyone else taking arrows? All right.
No.
I just wasn't sure if
Yeah, I take 15 and
Fitzgerald, because I think you only have like 11 arrows left, right?
Mine, sorry, I was mute again. My short bow generates them, and so I had it reflected. But then, ever since whatever changes happened, that counter just started showing up, and so I just haven't changed it.
Okay. So I totally forgot about that. So just go into your short bow settings and take off the arrows as ammunition, and it'll stop using those. Because yeah, you can basically it's in the macro, like there should be an ammo area, and you can just take.
Oh,
that
so
out.
I can just wipe that clean. Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
and
beautiful.
then it won't use ammo. All right, so arrows are done. You're recovering some of them. Lazarus isn't really looting. He's just sort of looking around, keeping an eye out. What else is the group doing? Oh, right. I just totally spaced. Sorry. You would find some stuff on the paladin. He has an interesting looking sword. Does anyone have history?
Oh,
Now Lazarus does.
Anyone with history can make a check on that. So his sword is actually of dwarven make. It's a very old style from the 12th cycle, which was centuries ago. You don't know much about its details, like who made it or anything, but you do know it's dwarven and very old. His armor is, I think, splint, and he has a shield. His splint looks like normal splint. You think it may have been crafted by probably humans. But his shield looks kind of old and dirty, like it might be a Knoll construction.
Splint, huh?
I don't know if you want any of those, any of that stuff. And you would have like a holy symbol T Nagu. That's about it.
That splint is very enticing, but then I'll never be able to stealth again.
True. Great sword.
I'll
by
take
the way.
this. Yeah.
Not a long
Oh.
sword. His weapon is a great sword.
Well, Fizz, you could probably put it in the group inventory, right? The
splint or the greatsword?
splint. I'm pretty sure we could give the great sword to. Well, he has a great axe actually. But I mean, if he wants it, we could probably give it to Cav to carry and wield.
So
I can carry things.
to wield, yeah. Man. We'll put the splint in there, and for now, we'll put the it's a dwarven made great axe, we said?
Yes.
We'll put the dwarven grade made, whatever, and the splint in the party inventory for now. And then we'll have that conversation.
Okay, so that's all the loot. What does the group want to do at this point after that first 10 minutes? There's some talking and distributing things.
Hey, Deska, how about some of that love juice? Could use a little healing. Only had 4 arrows hit me.
Well,
Why don't we just rest? We have some quiet time.
yeah, Deska was like poking her fingers together. Like, it's not actual healing, it's just a protective layer of defense and battle and such.
Lazarus
Kicks
is
the
kind of going to conk down over here and start taking a short rest. I guess it's been about 10 minutes, so we could have said you all started short resting, because none of that stuff is would take a lot of energy to do. Like
Yeah, if we're gonna rest, if we're gonna short rest here, Deska would activate it just so that everybody could get a shield, and then it replenishes on short rest anyway.
So this guy is going to say to Nathaniel, can I go and seek the non-combatants to bring them back here?
Well, yes, of course you would. But would you mind showing me first where that storage of values from words? Unless you already told us if that was included in the stuff you gave us, Lou.
They didn't yet.
Okay.
Question, just because I'm trying to remember, does competent languages let you speak or just understand?
I can double check, but if I need to, I also have that other ability.
Okay, because I thought it was just understand.
You understand the literal meaning of any spoken, so you can also understand written. Yeah, so I cannot necessarily speak it, but to help with that, we've got universal speech.
What combo?
Okay. So you could be speaking to some of them.
Choose one or more creatures within 60 feet of you. Any
Okay.
number equal to your charisma modifier, which is currently a plus 4 for 18. So 18.
Okay, and you can, once you use it, you can't use it again until a long rest. All right. So you would use that to communicate with them. That works. He would say, yes, let me go get that.
Deska will look to Arnis and she'll go. Actually, I'll let you decide. There, you could have either I can give you temporary shielding for in case we run into another combat, or I can replenish myself, much like we've seen someone else do. Looks to Laz, and I can also. And next time we get into a fight, I can bless you, much like I did the last time, helping empower your attacks. Which would you prefer?
I will look inwards for my healing. Do what you must.
Alright, so this guy would kind of start digging a little in these rocks. After a couple of minutes, he pulls out a strange, almost looks like a crystal ball with a shadowy miasma coming off of it. He brings it over to Nathaniel and hands it to him. He says, I do not know what this does, but he hid it here when he first came a while back.
This is really quite intriguing. I've seen similar objects like this. Well, maybe not similar, but there was this great story. And again, oh wait, no, you wanted to go save your companions. You should go save your companion, but come back as soon as you can, because I would love to tell you more some great histories.
Yeah, Nathaniel, I need you
yes.
over here.
So he starts going north. Lazarus would say, where is he going? Someone go with him.
He's fine. He's just going to go save his companions out in the field and go and do some work. Trust me, he's totally good. Laz, you're kind of beat up. Go ahead and take a nap. You'll be fine.
You gotta beat him.
Since I'm
resting.
already like still in the shadows, like really haven't revealed myself, I will shadow the
All right, so
guy
you're
who's
trying
going to
to
grab Ukin.
trying to follow him unnoticed.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, give me a stealth check.
Oh yeah, I have a potion of healing.
You drink that. How much HP are you missing?
What am I down? I'm down 16.
Lazarus,
Okay, alright.
Lazarus would, if he sees you pull out the potion, he says, "Can you not regain from just resting? Do we have to resort to using our resources?"
Who are you?
He says,
What happened to Lazarus?
He says, "What do you mean?"
Good question.
What are you?
You know,
What happened to what?
Typically, Lazarus is very correct in that you kind of waste a lot of potions.
Deska will sit patiently waiting for Fitz to get back from his mission before she gives everybody shields.
You're not actually sure where Fitz went, because he's kind of been off doing his own thing and now looking around. Because he didn't, I don't think Fitz, you didn't say, like, hey guys, I'm going to follow him, right?
Well, Deska will wait
No.
till Fitz comes back
Sure.
in
so
general.
you're keeping an eye out. Arnis, are you drinking the potion?
Well, how long are we resting? Just an hour or two, guys? Or we get a...
A short rest for a hit dice, I think, is what we're going for.
Okay.
So yeah, Cal
All right.
would sort of look at you all as you're speaking and be like, "Who is this Fitz?"
Yeah, you haven't seen him. He likes the shadows.
Yeah, Fitz is in charge, and he hasn't gotten anybody killed, so I'm 100% supporter of Fitz.
All right, so go ahead.
So you all can see Fitz?
Yeah, he's right next to me.
It's more like a sense him.
He's our
Like we can
imaginary
sense him.
friend.
I'll even let me. I want to.
Well, if I had a
Yeah,
key
he's
point
sitting
left,
right
I'd
next
cast
to
a
him.
minor illusion.
Deska just puts her arm around someone. Hey, Fitz. No.
Air shoulder. Let's go.
All right.
Say hi.
Yeah. So they make some jokes. Anything? Are you saying anything else, Cav? Or you just go to kind of watching them, a little bit confused?
Watching a little bit confused, but I'll kind of relay based off of the conversations that have been happening. So some of these are cultists and some are not. Where are the rest of them?
The rest of the cultists or the rest of the not cultists?
The cultists.
No, the cultists are everywhere. So those are really the people we have beef with. The citizens who are caught in the middle, who are terrorized and threatened and basically taken advantage of, those are the ones we're trying to help.
Yes, these caves are lousy with the Knoll barbarians. We've been working to beat them back and maybe make a few allies from the surrounding tribes. Lazarus would take out his map and give you a look. I assume you're going to take a look at it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So at this
Laz,
point,
when did you get a map, Laz? Jessica
Yeah, when
tears
did you
apart
actually-
her own map. No.
he says we were all using the same map, weren't we?
Sure, Laz. Sure.
He says, well, this is the Sharp Rock Clan area where we are. And he...
They're a giant salt.
He says... sorry, map's being weird. One moment. So he kind of points to another area of the map, and I'll just show you over here. He says this is the Long Spear clan. Unfortunately, they, from what we hear, were killed because they assisted us last time. He says, we came from a cave initially up here. That's how we got in. And we also, a while back, saw the encampments of the army down here and over here. I assume you can see all that now, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He says, there are other areas of this large cave where we are going to look for more tribes, but so far we've just found the long spear and the sharp rock. Then he kind of puts it away. That concludes the tutorial. But unless anyone else is going to say anything, I'm going to pass some time to see if the rest happens.
Nathaniel's casting Identify on the orb, and then he would also actually ask to take a look at the axe and attempt to identify it as well during this short rest.
The greatsword?
The dwarven axe.
It was a great sword.
It was a great sword, yeah.
Fitz misspoke.
Darn, I was really hoping it was Donnie's another version of Donnie's axe.
Fitz is a liar. All right, give me a D20 roll, please.
Yeah, do it. You haven't done a roll for our team yet. Oh, no.
D20?
Yeah, just D20.
Mm.
Okay. So while you are all resting, you hear some knocking at the gate. It's about 40 minutes into the rest. And a voice says, odd. Well, I guess you wouldn't hear anything but the knocking. Something's knocking on the gate.
I'll get it.
All right, so Arnis runs down, and you hear a voice say, odd, did everything go well? Are we safe to return to the camp? Do you say anything back to him?
Yeah, platypus.
Oh, platypus. All right, so you come down this way and open the door, right?
Yeah. Does he say platypus back?
I don't think you ever told him the word, so he might be kind of confused by that. But when you kind of look out, you do see a bunch of gnolls. It looks like there's your ally, who is Uken, and he has about 15 people with him. And he smiles and kind of looks around, and he says, how many were you able to save?
6.
He sighs and he says, well, I suppose that's better than nothing. Thank you.
Well, that's pretty good. You figure a shaman. No, yeah, you're right. Never mind.
So yeah, he kind of closes the gate behind and bars it and starts giving his troops a bunch of orders in Gnollish that you don't really understand.
Desco will
Let's go
stand in
back
the
to-
center of all of the gnolls. And she will say, this will protect you for the what's the word I'm looking for? For a short time, I guess.
So
I give all of the 15 7.
I want to test something, because the short rest would pass. Click on the short rest button in the sheet. I'm curious what it does.
In our sheet, like, oh,
yeah, in the Roll20 sheet.
So it says D8 of 4 available. So roll how many D8 I have available.
Okay, so it does give you the option to roll hit dice if you click it.
Now it just
Wait,
gave me.
what?
I've never seen this before, but it separated my hit dice. So now because I'm rogue and ranger, so I have 3 D10 and then I have 4 D8. Is that always how it's supposed to be?
Yeah,
you
so
separate.
depending on your class, you have separate hit dice.
Oh.
Yeah, so like
okay.
your ranger levels, I think, are 10, and your rogue are 8 d8s.
Interesting.
Oh, wait, this is my old
So if
sheet.
I do one of each, then I do that. So I rolled 1d10. So I tried to do one of each, and it used both, but it didn't give me any. But it didn't give me any H. I guess it does. It's not going to change your current hit point value, right?
I don't know if it's supposed to change your hit points. So yeah, you might you might have to still do that manually. I'd have to look into
Yeah.
that.
I tried to do one of each, like 1d10 and 1d8, and it consumed one of each, but it only rolled the d10. Oh.
I'm gonna concede here. What button and where are we looking?
Yeah.
On the roll 20
So,
under temporary hit points.
If you're not using Roll20, it's not going to work. So I don't think it's gonna. It's not going to work for some of you because you're using Beyond. But if you have your Roll20 sheet set up, there should be new buttons on there for long rest and short rest.
Yeah, I just paid attention. I'm just like, wow, there's
buttons
things
there.
are different.
So if it
Wait,
didn't roll both the hit dice fits, then
I'm
I
gonna
guess
try it again real quick and see if maybe so if I roll 2d8s and let's say 2d10s. So if I do that, so it rolled the 2d8s plus 2. So if you're rolling two different dice sets, I think that's what's confusing it, because it did again use my d10s, but it didn't roll them. It just rolled the d8s.
All right, yeah, I'll have to look into that. That might just be a bug. But
I
yeah,
have
so
no idea.
just did it restore any of your other resources that you had used?
For short rest, no, not that I'm aware of, because I don't think I have anything that comes back up on a short rest.
Okay.
So I'm probably not a good target.
Gotcha.
Unless my divine sense comes up on a short rest, and I can see real quick. Is it primary wounds?
Yeah, so I mean we're getting pretty close to the stop time, but
Yeah.
we can maybe talk about some of this after the game ends. But so an hour passed, you would get your short rest. So go ahead and restore your resources and spend hit dice if you want to heal.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend hit dice. Oh, I finally found it. Okay.
And then the identified orb. Anything I get on that, Lou? The crystal ball.
So that is. Well, so I'll say first the great sword is a great sword +1.
Ooh, great sword +1. Anyone want it?
Maybe our big
Yeah.
guy.
I'll look at it and look at my axe and go, that looks nice.
That looks nice.
I will
Yeah.
warn you
So
that there are times where magical weapons such as this do talk to individuals. There are great stories about this. So, user beware. Here you go.
Thank you. Take it.
All right, so that 7 temp was for everybody. I tried to give it to everyone. I don't know if everybody was in the range, but
We would have been.
I was moving around trying to get everybody.
all right. So the crystal is a crystal of the dark.
Ooh,
Which is not. It's sort of a. It's not actually in the compendium, but that's what it's called. It can be used by a shadow priest to do an extra charge of, basically the, divine. What's it called? Where you do the shadows to everyone. The shielding.
Oh, Twilight Sanctuary?
Yeah, so it gives you an extra use of Twilight Sanctuary.
What?
If you're out of your, God, what the fuck is that called? Sorry, it's crazy.
Channel Divinity.
Channel Divinity. Thank you. It's right on the nose there. I kept wanting to say
crazy.
Divine Sense, but it is an attune item, so you have to attune to it.
And
Hey, Anna?
do you have to follow the evil guy, or does it work for anyone?
It works for anyone. You just have to be a shadow priest or a priest who uses that channel divinity.
So does that work for you?
Yeah, I am. If you believe it or not, I'm not attuned to anything. I don't think. I just have a bunch of daggers.
Yeah, do it to you.
And what's that power called that gives you that? The shielding to everyone?
Twilight Sanctuary.
Twilight Sanctuary. Okay.
Also, last thing that I would have done.
And that's one extra
is
per day.
One extra per day. Okay, I gotta write that down. But the last thing I would have done in the hour, probably after we looted, was make another concoction of poison in the hour, using 50 gold worth of components.
All right, that's fine. So since we're getting pretty close to the end, the last thing I'll cut to Fitz really quick. So you're following him through the field. He's going pretty far away. Maybe told the women and children to go a ways out. He gets to a point where he sort of looks back and sees that he's pretty far into the field. And he would kind of look around as if seeking something. And he says, Garen, are you there? Which I guess you couldn't understand. So you hear him say a bunch of gibberish. And a moment later, the shaman steps out of the shadows, the one that escaped. And they start talking, but you have no idea what they're saying.
Does the shaman look like he is
Wounded still? Yes, though not as much.
Do it.
I'm gonna pop a shot.
All right, and actually, we might have to wait till next week for
Yeah,
that.
no, that's fine.
Because
No,
that's going to be a whole other thing.
You just see.
That
Ma-
son of a. Oh my god.
How do I? You guys stop.
All right.
showing.
So, and I'm curious, going back to the mechanical stuff. Welcome to the party, Cav. I hope you had fun.
Thanks.
I
Thank
like
you.
the character. The character's pretty. It looks pretty fun, honestly.
Yeah.
So, Arnis, looking at your sheet really quick, if you click short rest, I think it should restore your key points. Yes. So if you click on the short rest button, it asks if you want to roll hit dice, and it would bring your key points back to 7 on your roll 20 sheet.
With
There you
that
go.
said, could I get the name of the orb one more time?
I believe it was the Orb of Shadows.
Thank you.
So did you spend any hit dice, Arnis, to heal up?
I did. I spent 2.
Okay. Now, yeah, so the nice thing is, even though this tracks ammo, you can actually use it to track any of your abilities. You just have to set them as an ammo, and then set it so like the ammo recharges on a short rest. It's kind of weird because you have to put them in your inventory, but you could just put them in there as something with like a weight of 0. Anyway. So okay, good. So yeah, that worked for you. You healed. The hit dice not working is a little bit weird. That might just be if you have multiple hit dice, it might get confused. So some of it you might have to manually subtract until they fix that.
Cool.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
Nice tracking.
Yeah, but also like if you just click on the hit dice themselves, it also like detracts from them as well. So it's like
Now-
whatever's easier per person.
Yeah, and would those normally heal you when you did that?
Nothing. So if I hit them, it just does like that roll right here, the 1d8 plus
It doesn't
1. It
actually-
doesn't show up as the hit dice, but
Yeah.
it's doing all the like the calculations correct.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, if that, I'm hoping to get it to a point where all the resources are just being tracked by the sheet, so then I can kind of know what the party has. So if you have something that's like daily or recharges by long rest or short rest, you can actually, like, if you mouse over, you see where it says other resources.
Yes.
Like if you click on those cogs there, it should give you reset on, and then you can set it to reset on short rest or long rest, which basically means like that resource will recharge on whatever you set it to.
Oh. Oh yeah. I see that.
So
That
if
is
you,
pretty cool.
yeah, so exactly. So if you set up your resource, and then set it to recharge on short rest, it'll handle all that for you, or long rest, or whatever. And we're all done. If you all want to take off, I'm just taking some notes, and we can talk more about the new sheet stuff. But yeah, hopefully everyone had fun.
Hell yeah.
No, it was a lot of fun.
All right.
Hope you guys enjoyed myself. Just as you guys all leave, let me share with you the title of the journal entry for
Uh-oh.
Nathaniel, and I'm sure you'll
Oh my
appreciate it.
gosh. Wait, where's the journal?
That-
That's roleplay.
That
Oh,
is,
there we go.
That is a very Nathaniel title, I'll say that.
Yep, that's how it happened.
Alright. Hope everyone on the stream enjoyed watching as well. I'll see you all next time.